Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Thursday night live stream of OpenTTD. There we go, our train whistle to start the live stream. I hope you are all doing well and good. We're going to be doing some hellos, news and how do you do's for the first few minutes of this live stream. In fact, you can see when the gameplay starts, it says it down there. So if you're not watching live or want to go and make yourself a nice cup of tea, you know exactly how long you've got to go. Hello everybody in the chat. Hello, how are we doing? Well, with hello fellow tycoons indeed. Good evening, Simulator Adventures. And all the other moderators in here, including DJ Egg, I'm sure Wizard Brandon. Oh, there he is. There's Brandon coming along quite nicely. Thank you. Hello. Of course, hello to all of our channel members too. Hello, Master Hellish. Can you fix all my problems too? No, I can just about manage my problems, let alone anybody else's problems. But hello and welcome, everybody. Now, we have a few bits of news to do, so let's crack on with that. Now, here we go. So, the last video I did was a video about Transport Tycoon Deluxe. That's right, not OpenTTD, Transport Tycoon Deluxe. It was the second in the series of Let's Plays from that, and I started building railways without much money. So that's what that video was. If you missed it, or you want to take another look at it, go check that out on the channel, and most people seem to really liking that. That's quite nice. Now this one that's up next, that's not the live stream. That's the ad for the live stream. So tomorrow, I'm going to be putting out an advert for the live stream to let everybody know, because it's the biggest event of the year, isn't it? The biggest OpenTTD event of the year. Except maybe if the Yogscast do OpenTTD, they might have a few more viewers. But, you know, in the OpenTTD community, it's pretty big. So that's going to be like the trailer, the advert for that. Now, I have got another video planned Wednesday, and it's going to be an OpenTTD challenge video. So that's what you're going to get after that one. But that has no thumbnail yet, so, well, there you go. So, yes, I'm not an agony aunt. I'm not sure if I'm going to be an agony uncle either. Live problems or OpenTTD problems? All problems, eh? Hello, and welcome, everybody, yes. You're a good friend with a Nigerian prince that can solve all the problems. Really? Oh, okay. And Google says now would be a good time to insert an ad. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not at the moment. I'll do ads on the videos and stuff, and I'll do my own little ads, but I'm not going to let Google randomly insert ads in our live stream. It's just not how we do it. Yeah, the biggest OpenTTD I'll try that again. Thank you, Egg. The biggest OpenTTD game anyone can join in. That's true. You can't join in with the Yogscast ones. These games are public games, so anybody can come and try and join in. I say try because eventually the companies get full, but people do, you know, team up with other people that want to join. So, and we've got 3 events all through the day. So that's what's coming out tomorrow. No, wait, not tomorrow. Saturday is the announcement / trailer video for that. Go check out the Transport Tycoon Deluxe video if you haven't already. And yeah, there we go. Oh, Vactrain's here as well. Wow, we've got all the moderators. No, maybe not all. We're missing a couple, but there we go. So that's the videos, and of course, it's a bit of a spoiler, I suppose. But yeah, we've got the charity event coming up. So make sure if you haven't made a note of that, you have made a note of that. Yes, it's going to be a cracking event. About the only thing that I haven't sorted out yet is what the donation goals are going to be. So if you've got ideas for donation goals, shout them out in chat, and maybe one of the moderators will make a list and paste it in our special Discord channel, or paste them in the channel as people are saying them. And we'll collate them, and I will ignore them all and do what I want. No, I'm kidding. I take on your points of view and all that sort of thing, and then make decisions based on that. So yes, we've got those are the next videos, and the videos that have just gone. We've got the live stream coming up. Now, the monthly giveaway, I can't remember what it is, but it started. Let's go have a look. Now, I don't think it's been officially announced yet. We're going to announce that, I think, tomorrow. Ah, yes. Transport Fever. So this is Transport Fever 1, not Transport Fever 2. I had a code of Transport Fever available, and I think my community would like that game. And I'm just going to double check. I've got to double check something. Bear with me a second. Oh no, where's it gone? Where is it? I'm pretty sure. Yes. So this key was gifted to me by Sixer, one of our moderators. Sixer's one of the moderators that sits in the background quite a lot. You'll every now and then he'll rear his head, but Sixer helps out a lot in the background with like suggestions and ideas and that sort of thing. And Sixer gifted this particular prize, so we're giving it away. This gameplay starts 2 minutes. Evil Fish t-shirt, that's right. Yes, I do have my Evil Fish t-shirt on. Do you want to see? Okay, cam 2 it is. There we are. Evil Fish. Yes, because we get Evil Fish in OpenTTD now, don't we? Apparently. So, I mean, I started it. I know I started it, but it was you guys that carried it on. And so, yes. Hi, Hellish. I'm really enjoying your Transport Tycoon Deluxe series. Hope you continue it. Yes. Episode 2's out, and episode 3 will be coming at some point. At the minute, the schedule's very busy with the charity live stream and a couple of special videos that are really, really coming up nicely. And but yeah, so we've got our community gaming nights. That's going to be Minecraft again, but we are going to be we're in the middle of a vote. We're in the middle of a vote for what the next game is we're going to play. Now, Minecraft is still going to carry on in the background, but we're going to do a new game in the live streams. So if you want to be part of that vote, head over to the Community Gaming Nights channel in my Discord, and you'll be able to see it in the pin. So check the pins on that. So if you're not on my Discord, the link to my Discord is at the top and bottom of there. Have you ever considered playing Dwarf Fortress? You think you'd really like it? I really excel at that. It is a game I've thought about. It's a game I'm aware of. It's a game I think I'd like to play. It's kind of on the to-do list, but I don't think I'll ever get round to it. It's one of those games that's like, yeah, I'd like that, but I've got like 17,000 other games on that list as well, and I have to prioritise. Otherwise, I'd never get through to it. So yes. Evil Fish, Good Beavers. Maybe. How many t-shirts have been sold? I'm not keeping track. Otherwise, I'd probably cry about how much money I spent on the art. Okay, so yeah, gaming night is on Monday, and then tomorrow night, on Friday from 8 o'clock, we've got a Discord stream for more of that if you want to check it out. It's not going to be live on this channel or Twitch or the other channel. It's Discord only. And I think that'll do. So, if you are here and you like OpenTTD and you like my content, do remember to like the stream, and let's get ready to jump over to OpenTTD. Oh, look at that, right on time. Yes, folks, I think we can count that as a good one. Hello, there we go. So this is what we are going to be looking at tonight. Yes, we have a broken down vehicle and a bit of a tailback down the highway. So last time we built this highway, or we finished building this highway, or we finished extending it. So we managed to get it from one side of the world all the way to the other side of the world, right down here. And various vehicles are using it for different things. So actually, the towns started to expand along the highway, which is not what I wanted, because you end up with junctions like this. So let's... oh, I can't hear the game. That's because I turned it down. Yeah. There we go. Sometimes when I'm doing recordings and stuff, I have to turn music and effects off. It's a complicated thing. So what we'll do is we'll put some one-wayness down here and some one-wayness down there. That will stop, or kind of stop them from doing these. Oh no, I've just broken the highway. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're okay there. So let's do this. Oh, vehicles in the way. Oh no, vehicles in the way there as well. Too many vehicles using the highway. There we are. Do you always play with default game settings? Which do you recommend changing? I made a video about that. If you check out my tutorial series and you look at the thumbnails, it's the one with the multi-tool spanner thing. So if you have a look at that, that's the video that will answer your question. I don't know if somebody wants to paste the link in chat. One way arrow the wrong way. I've done one the wrong way, have I? Okay, hang on then. Hang on. Where is it? Here we go. There we are. Fixed it, thank you. So yes, I have a video about that. And I tell you all about the game settings that I change away from default. I do change some of the game settings. Usually, if I change a game setting, it's to fit the theme of the game that we're playing. So, for example, we played a game where it was all about business battles and we did subsidies and all that stuff. So I changed the subsidies rules, I changed purchasing of town rights and all that sort of thing. I don't think we can count a misclick as a mess up. Anyway, we made the highway. And it's getting a bit busy in places. And it's not just the highway, like all sorts of things in the world. It's busy, it's congested, things aren't optimized. So tonight it's all about doing the best we can to make the network even better. Now, we are shifting 35 million in operating profit every period, right? So if we make any effective changes, it's not going to boost this number a massive amount, right? But there we go. Did my Prime sub register? You've got your 1 month subscriber badge, so I think so. Get Gobby over there on Twitch. I think so. Oh wait, there it is, right at the very top of the Twitch chat. Yes, thank you very much for your Prime sub. Prime subs are very welcome on Twitch. It does help support me. And yes, so we're going to be working our way around the map and fixing and upgrading and all that sort of brilliance. So let's if anybody's got any suggestions, this is the kind of one where I want to hear your thoughts. I want you to say, hey, that looks rubbish, or give me solutions to things. I mean, you can't see much in the towns, so what we'll do is we'll just hide things a little bit. So we can just look out for congestion and things like that and sort it out. Oh, folks, at the moment I am not on Reddit. I don't know if this is temporary or not, but at the moment I am not on Reddit. You will not be able to reach me there. So, let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, there was some congestion down the highway, but it seems like it's mostly okay. I don't know if we need some like additional routes and roads for additional junctions, but for the most part, yeah, there's a bit of breaking down, but the vehicles are overtaking. So, not sure. Yeah. Looks like, yeah, I mean, here's a bit of a snake. Tell you what we need is to stop them from breaking down so much, and then it might be okay. So this one's got a 70% reliability. Its default service interval rating is 30, which means 30% less from its highest possible. And this is the Foster Mark II Superbus. So if we go look at the available vehicles, look at the Foster Mark II Superbus, we can see behind my head that the maximum reliability is 81%. Right? So we go down 30% of that, and that's what it should be servicing at. Which I think is okay. I think what we can do, though, is adjust that value. So if we adjust that value, then they should service more often and have less problems. And we might also need to add a few more road depots. So we've got some here, some there, some there. But there's like quite a big section here just with no depots. Yeah. They can overtake on normal roads. Yes, yes they can. So let's have a look at the game settings for that, because that's in the game settings. And I think if I do, service interval. There we go. So the default service interval for the trains is 30%. And for the road vehicles, it's currently 30% as well. Let's just adjust that slightly. Let's change it to 25%. If you put it on 20, they'll service at 65%. Yeah. I'm thinking 25 or 20. But guys, shout out in chat whether you think it should be 20 or 25. So let me know about that. Yeah? Also, it's very hot in my office. It's already 24 degrees, and usually over the course of a live stream, it warms up and gets even hotter because my computer is kicking out some heat. Even though I've got now we've got mobile cam too. I can show you the solution that I did for the top of my computer. This was last summer that I did it. Made a video about it, but I don't think I've ever shown it on stream. So let's have a very quick tangent about that. Well, here we go. It's tangent time. So because my office heats up and most of the heat is coming from my personal computer, I changed the way that the fans work, so most of the heat comes out the top, draws air in from the front, kicks the heat out the top, and then I 3D printed a kind of cowling to go over the top that went into some tubing, and then the tubing goes out through a hole in the wall of my office into the hallway, and there's a vent in the hallway. So the idea is that I vent all the heat out of my computer into the hall, and it doesn't fill this room. So let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, tangent time. Let's go for it. Eh? So here we go. We haven't been. I don't think we've been able to do this on mobile cam 2. So there we are. We're on mobile cam 2. I'm also going to put a light on so you guys can see a little bit better under that desk situation. Let's see. That should help. Right. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. All right. Here we go. So, there's the computer. It's running the live stream right now. There's my kind of NAS in the bottom of the computer. It's a long story, but let's not go down that. And here is the 3D printed cowling that goes over the top. There's two 140mm fans under there, and it kind of angles it up into this pipe, through this ducting, and out through the wall. And then on the other side, it just vents into the hallway, which the hallway tends to stay quite cool anyway because the front door can get drafty. That's the light I put on for you. The front door can get a bit drafty and stuff, so like there's natural air circulation there as well. So it's actually a good thing to vent it there. So yeah, is that thing running Skynet? You'd think it though. No, it's running this live stream. That's what it's running. It's a Hellish stream engine. Oh, I like that. The stream engine. Oh. I might have to change the name of my computer now. Honey, I'm cold. Can start running OpenTTD with 99 Hogs AI. Well, actually, funny you should say that. Before I had this on the top, when it was winter and I was working and I was cold, sometimes I'd AFK in GTA. Not only to AFK in GTA, but also warm the room up a little bit. Anyway, I hope you like that little tangent time. So hopefully we'll get less breakdowns on this road now because we've just changed the service interval. But also, I think we need a few more road depots. So I can't remember exactly the design for the simple off depots. These off depots seem to be working very well. Vehicles seem to be... we got any sound effects? Because that vehicle just broke down and I didn't hear it. Might have broke the game already. How many minutes are we into the live stream? And I think I've broken the game. There we go. There. One this way, one that way. Just keep the flow going nicely. There we are. Right. Okay, so we got a bit of a depot there. Like service stations. This one could have a service. Is it worth doing a service off here? The thing is, if we do a service off here, we have to have a way for the vehicles to then rejoin the main road again. Which we can do. We can give them a little slip. So if we remove this and this, I think. No, wait. This one, we can come off the main road and down onto here. We want that to go one way, that to go one way, and we can put a depot there. So this isn't going to help in all the situations, but in a situation where a vehicle comes off the main road, I kept saying main line, it'll go round to the depot, but if it needs to get back on, it can. There we are. Master Hellish, if I remember correctly, those turns on the pipes gives resistance to the airflow. Oh, yeah. So you might want to double check the airflow is good. Now, yes, right. Okay, hang on a second, folks. So I've got static pressure fans blowing up into that. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to check something. It won't take too long because I made a video about this. So videos. The video's called. It says it's getting hot in here. So can I show you the testing? Yes. So what I did is I used hang on a second. You're not going to hear the sound, but I used a fog machine to test the airflow, and it seemed to be very good. Right, is this ready to show you? I think it is. Here we go. So this is the computer. This is before I painted the tubes at the top, and I basically blasted a fog machine at the front of the computer so it could draw the air in. And then, actually, if I'm going to put this in slow motion. Sleep time, playback speed, 50%. There we go. So I blasted the smoke at the front. You can see it draws it in from the bottom, draws it in from the front, and it's going up. And then there's the vent in the hallway, and it all comes absolutely flying out the vent. So the flow seems to be very, very good. There we go. Right, here we go. So there's another depot. Whoa, steady mouse cursor. I think... Oh, we've got a depot here. Oh, wow, is that a junction? Wow, the town's grown around my junction. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm okay with it, because none of the other roads go down onto the main road. So that's fine. Yeah, what fog are you doing? It's the same fog that you get in nightclubs. It's a fog machine fog. Yeah. It must be interesting to be married to Master Hellish. Look, I've only set off the fire alarms once with that thing. It's like when a spaceship gets downed in a movie and it starts venting gas for no reason. Yes. Yeah, that town's growing really quick. I can barely keep up with some of this town growth. But I think we're okay for the most part. Down near these towns, we need to make sure that we fix the roads over here. So, let's just get those vehicles out of the way. Otherwise, if I don't fix this road, the town is going to start growing buildings along it. And I don't want the town to put buildings and road along the highway. Yeah. Buy up the land around the other junctions. I mean, I'm happy with them building around the junctions. That's not a problem. And because the one-way... This is fine. This is perfect. Okay, so my junction's in the middle there. It all flows really nice. Look at all those vehicles just flowing and moving and crossing. It works. Okay. And then all the other bridges that the town's made are over the highway, but don't actually connect up to it. They have to go through my junction. Yeah. Yeah. Just a second. The same music track is playing in your game right now, just half a second behind. Wow, that's trippy. How many times do you use that smoke machine? Quite a few times. We've got some disco lights in the kitchen. We have a bit of a dance and a bit of fun with the kids. And if we're having a party, a couple of times. Also, checking airflow around Windows, checking airflow of computers. I've checked my computer a few times when I've changed configurations. It's surprising how handy a fog machine is for checking computer airflow. So, yeah. But there we go. Right. I don't mind them building houses. They can build as many houses as they want along the highway. Right then. So we've got some more depot. I think that's about it for the depots, unless... Yeah, there's none around this area. We need depots on these junctions. So on the off here, on there. Oh no, wait. Let's do that. There we go. So what do people think about me adding the the depots like that? I think it'll work. I think it'll work fine. And yeah, I think that's a good solution because it just gives them the option, doesn't it? Yeah. Is a bummer that company-owned tiles are dark dirt instead of building with the existing terrain? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Company-owned tiles are dark. No, I think that's fine. Do you think the train from Harry Potter is well designed? Is it like travel hours without stop? I'm not overly familiar with with that situation. Right then, so this town's working great. We've got our 2 tunnels that go under. Again, I don't want the town to start building out on that. Will they build on roads that I own? I think they will. They will expand it. Hang on a minute. What's that button do? Convert. Upgrade the type of road. That's probably for like trams and stuff, right? So I think... No, I don't know actually. We'll leave that one. We'll leave that one. What we do want though is more arrows on that road. Here we go. So we got arrows up here. And arrows there. Arrows down there. Arrows down here. Oh, that was just in time. It's a bit annoying you can't do it while there are buses. I could stop the buses. I could, yeah. Yeah. Right. So now, oh my goodness, so many town things going on here. Let's see how these buses at this place are doing. So last time we added 350 road vehicles. If we add them into a group of shared orders, they are making a profit. Just about, yeah. Oh my god, if you had to live in Thomas the Tank Engine world, what kind of train face would you be? Oh yeah, that's a bit too off topic. It is. Right, now we've gone down the road, we've changed the service interval, and we've added more depots. I think we're going to be much better off. Okay. Now we'll come back to that and see how it's getting on. What we'll do next is we'll go over to the station list and see how things are going there. So to start with, I'm going to get rid of passengers and mail, because we have a lot of stations that just like build up passengers and mail and we don't care about it. And also engineering supplies and farm supplies, because we only tend to take what we need for the service of everything. And then we'll sort by total waiting cargo. And we'll find out who the big troublemakers are. Let's make sure that's pinned. Yeah, it is pinned. How many? 169 stations. So the biggest problem at the moment is this place. Oh, this is new. We've got way too many nuts. Fair enough. Where's the nut coming from? The coffee. Oh, that's the fruit. Now, is that... What truck's that? That's the fruit truck. So these are the nut trucks. Right, let's clone a vehicle for the nut trucks. I don't know how many we've got, but let's add 15 more. There we go. It's quite a long distance, I think that's going. And then over here, what have we got? We've got way too many logs, although these vehicles do seem to be just loading and loading. Yeah, I'm not sure why the vehicles are just going to that one place to load. There are multiple places that they can load. They're just ignoring them. So I think what we'll do is we'll modify the way that this works. So instead of having that one closest, I will add, by holding control, another road depot there, and another road depot here. Now I want to add one there, but it's going up a hill. So can I lower that? Yep, there we go. Had to just get rid of a couple of buildings a little bit. Then I can add that one as well and remove this one. So then the idea then is it goes through one of these three. It should split the traffic better. So let's remove that one and that one. And I think that will... Can I just remove all those other ones? Yes, there we go. Right, oh, we've got some blue vehicles using this. Okay, that's fine. Blue vehicles coming off the main road just to use this depot and going back again. That's fine. So yes, this should work a little bit better now. Yeah. Aussie Gaming says, please, ladies and gentlemen, please smash the like button for Hellish. Yes, if you are enjoying the stream, do hit that like button. Helps me out. Let's the algorithm know. Right, what we got over here now? Still too many nuts. Alright, we'll come back to that in a bit. Down here, we've got way too much alcohol. Well, that's not very often. Yeah. You can chain through stations to allow multiple vehicles loading at the same time. Yes, you can chain it through stations. The problem is that sometimes they stop at the first one. The pathing isn't great, so I like to try and lead them in different directions to split them up sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a bit of a one-off. I'm not seeing any more there now. What we got over here? Timber, but that's fine. That's not going to be a problem. That will get moved very quickly. What we got over here? Oh, we got a bit too much timber. Yeah, farm supplies are coming in. It's gung-ho. Let's get one more ship over here. Oh, it depends. How much are we shifting? 78%. We can transport a little bit more than that, I think. Let's get a new ship in. Let's check the ratings. 78, 76%. That's not great. Treffing... Oh, good. Treffing Bridge log landings. So that's Treffing Bridge. Do we have a statue of the company owner? We do. Good. That's the sort of things we need to check. Yeah. No, I'm very environmentally friendly. Yeah. You know, I'll save the fish, but not the evil ones. Yeah. Oh, darn, I missed the start. Yes, you did. Right then, what we got over here? What's building up? A bit of extra copper. How much copper is being transported? 79%. What are the ratings? 79%. I think we need some more copper ships. Let's see. There's chemicals. Where is the... There's a copper ship. Let's clone this copper ship. Probably just one, because they're only going down here to this port. So that's probably going to fix it. Then we got way too much food up here, which I kind of thought... I thought that was going to happen. So have we got a depot nearby? Oh, we've got these depots over here. And then we've got depots in town, haven't we? Have we got a depot in town? I'm not seeing a depot in town. Okay, in that case, let's clone one of the food trucks coming in. We'll have another batch of 15. Wow, that or 16. Let's go with 16. Yeah. That booze tastes rather pixelated. Yeah, you know what? I've not done that. I've not had pixelated booze before. Yeah. Okie dokie. We got way too much oil over here. That's easy to fix. We'll just go, hey, look at these ships. We'll have one more. And what else we got over here? More logs. Oh yeah, lots of logs. The problem is, if I start getting even more vehicles down here, right, we're gonna start getting too many vehicles at the other end, I think. Because we've got multiple vehicles going in here. So this could get extremely busy. So if this does get busy, we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll have to upgrade that as well. So many fixing and upgrading to do. Oh, look, these docks have nothing here at all. Let's clone the ship that's just leaving. There is a ship coming, but that's not good enough. What are we transporting? 77%? Ratings are 77. Ringdingstone, which is this place. Have we got a statue of the company owner? Yes, we have. There we go. Let's see. It's a holiday tomorrow in Sweden. Oh. Well, I hope you have a good holiday over there in Sweden. There we go. We still need more nut transportation. Okay, let's get a few more. 10 more on there. Sooner or later, the surge of vehicles that I added here will start coming back again. And then we won't need more. So you can't just throw loads. More alcohol over here. Are we just producing, like, too much now? What's the production? What is the production? Okay, so 1.3 million litres. That is, I think, less than what's going on down here, right? Yeah, that's 2.8. So what I'm doing, because the ones at the bottom are full loading, I'm just letting them go once they full load. And on the way back, they're picking up from the one at the top, which should be fine. We're only transporting 86%. I think that's because we're transporting it by ship, though. And like you can only get a certain amount of ratings from having ships, even if you've got a statue of the company owner. Maybe what we could do is transfer it with a really quick train from the brewery to the dock. Yeah. Nuts trucks have very little capacity. I don't know why. It's like, a ton of nuts is, well, Ton of nuts, ton of feathers. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, most things are doing okay now. We do have... Oh, this is a different one. Okay, so there's 2 log places in the city. This one, that's an airport. Oh, it's both. Okay. 75%. We should almost certainly have. Statue of the company owner. Yeah. I think we just need more road vehicles. So let's get another 15 of them. Good. Yeah, exactly. How large are those sacks of nuts? I don't know if they're doing it in sacks, though. I think they're doing it in... Hang on a second. Big logs, big logs. Oh, big logs is okay. I thought we were going to need more ships at big logs for a moment then. Ratings, 79%. That's good. Right. So, yeah, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. So it's not the size... Yeah, how many sacks can you fit in? No, not new vehicles. Clone that one. Right, let's have a look at him. So let's have a look. What we got here? 9. 9. The capacity is just 9 sacks of nuts. And we've got over 3,000 waiting. No wonder these vehicles aren't... At least the transport... Yeah, how much money are they making, though? Let's have a look. So if we go to vehicles and group by shared orders... Yeah, they're not making as much as the fruit trucks. And there's over double. So I kind of feel like just leaving that and just going, nuts to it. Boat time. It's a bit of a... I mean, we are next to the coast. We could then just relay the nuts with the vehicles here. And if we could do a little dig, we could bring the nuts out that way. Yeah. Rail infrastructure is threatened by town developments. I think the rail infrastructure should be fine. A single line. Yeah. I think ships. I think shipping it down the coast and then using trucks to bring it inland might be the best solution here. So let's do that. Okay, we're not just using this road. We're fixing, we're maintaining, we're improving. All of these things we're sorting out. So we're going to do a little dig. We shouldn't need too much of a dig. We're not using aircraft. Can I do it from here? Yeah, there we go. So is this even gung-ho? No. We're not even giving it farm supplies and we can't keep up. Okay, right. Ships, waterways. Can I just do that as a spread station? Yes, I can. Good. We'll put an extra depot in here. And then we'll get a ship. So what we'll do is I'll clone one of these ships without holding control so it doesn't have shared orders. And then we'll remove all the orders. We'll full load here. Go down the coast. Trying to tell it to go somewhere. I haven't built it yet. Let's drop it off here at the edge of the water. And that order will be a transfer order. And we'll clone that with control and we'll get like 6 of them. There we go. Yeah. Can airplanes carry nuts? I don't know. I think they give you them, don't they? If you're on an airplane, you can buy nuts. So I'm not sure. And then what we'll do is we'll extend this. And then I'll just spread station it. And we'll see how that works. So we've got like a lorry loading... Oh, God, let's sort that out. I'm meant to be fixing here things, not causing myself more things to fix. There we go. So we go down here like that. We go down here. Oh, it's uneven. Tell you what, let's remove this one. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just divert all the trucks. So, this truck. So instead of full loading there, we'll tell it to full load here. Okay, we'll delete that order, go to full load there. So in theory, a load of trucks should deliver here and start coming up here to full load. And we'll see. You started playing last night. Do any chatters have recommendation for script they like? Yeah, if you want like not just scripts but like mods in general, I have a nice little video about all the different mods you can get and kind of like 3 levels of mods for kind of people to get started with. I think this is the first time you've seen roads used like this. I like it. Well, you know, I like to do things differently sometimes. You know what? This would probably be better as a railway. But it's a bit of fun to do it like this, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. I'm just double checking. Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add that like this and this like that. There we go. Right. Won't the trucks stop at the first square? No, they shouldn't. They should go all the way through and line up and all just load. The only problem is that, and I think I mentioned this before, if the trucks at the front start getting done, then the ones further back refit the ships to nuts. That's probably a good plan, actually. Yeah, definitely need to. Oh god, where's it gone? I've lost it. I'm sure it was around here somewhere. Oh, it was just a little, slightly higher. Okay, so let's send that back to the depot. And we'll also send that one back to the depot. In fact, just the whole group. Manage list, send to depot. Yeah, thank you very much. It's not, you know, that's a mistake. That is definitely a mistake. That is. It's not a misclick. That was just me doing something wrong. Right, let's get rid of most of these. So there we go. I mean, I can't be bothered to like remake and redo the refit on all of them. So I'm just going to get rid of them all and just refit one. So nuts, refit. Yeah, 980 sacks. That's so much better. And then I'll clone it. So there's 6 of them again. Brilliant. Yeah. Maybe you should turn the stations 90 degrees and build the roads on both sides. Nah, I think we're going to be alright for now. Yeah. I think it's going to be... Look, this is still filling up with alcohol again. Is it because, like, a ship comes and there's no train sat waiting, and then it shoots up, and then we have a bunch of trains coming through, and then it goes away again? I think that might be the case. Or do we just need a couple of trains on the route that do have a order to stop, and some that don't? How are we looking down here? How many trains have we got? Where is it? Here we go. Look. You see, look, we've got 5 or so trains loading, but none waiting. A refit order would have worked. Yes, that probably would have done. Then I could just delete the refit order, couldn't I? That would have been too clever. Right, let's get another oil ship in here. Pretty sure that ship just left, so there we go. That should be sorted that out. What's this? This is a few logs lying around. That's fine. This place needs more trucks again. Alright, fine. We're going to end up with like 2,000 road vehicles in this game. I have no idea how the computer's going to handle that. Oh, I didn't get myself a drink of water before the live stream, and I feel like I need to have some. So, we'll take a quick break right there. Whilst I'm taking a quick break... Hey up, we've got a resub. New viewer plus subscriber. Oh, fantastic. Zablob, thank you very much for 57 months now of viewer plus subscriptions. Cheers, thanks for your support. It helps me out quite a lot. So yes, I'm going to have a quick break, And while I'm having my quick break, shout out in the chat the different things that you want me to check out, fix, look at, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. See you in 2. Oh, I left Brandon behind. Not just the science. I refueled and left. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Brandon. Slowing down now. Looks like we're slowing down about right. 2 meters per second we're coming down at. And we have landed? Are we going to fall over? We're going to fall over. Are we counting that as a landing? Max power! Right. So we're going to do a relatively interesting landing. It's one where we're going 1,000 meters per second and then we pull up. And the wings fall off. Well, I wasn't expecting the wings to fall off. That is interesting. Well, at least we're over the Space Center, right? Let's have a look at the operating... Oh my goodness, look at the operating profit there. Somebody went for the money.
I don't know how he does it. Well, I do, but...
There is no secret in it. It's just one passenger line. I'm now building out my core network.
How on earth do you do that?
Listen, there is the station, there is the tracks, and the trains. You can see the orders. There is no witchcraft involved.
Witchcraft! He's a witch!
I shall continue to accuse you of witchcraft.
I don't know what I was doing in that clip. Brandon's cranky's PC got live. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, Kerbal Space Program 2. That's just sad, isn't it? Now these vehicles didn't split properly, but they will do when the next one moves forward, and the next one's come through. They should split nicely. Can we hide pretty much everything? There we go. So we've got a couple going that way. When that one breaks down, we don't want it to break down. Couple going the other way. There they are. So they should spread out and keep loading quite nicely. Right, what? Oh my goodness. Why have we got so much alcohol just sat around at these places? So, yeah, litres and litres of this stuff. Do we need more trains? Do we need faster trains? We don't have MacLeod yet. So the monorail's the best we can do. Can we upgrade the monorail trains? Can we upgrade all the trains? Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's have a look. So let's go replace vehicles. So we've got 2 steam engines. They're on our Heritage Railway line. We'll leave them alone. We've got 8 dual diesel trains. What are they doing on the line? Oh, cool. Where are they on the line? So they're the Turner Turbo. Let's group by... No, we can't group by vehicle. Model? Sort by model. Let's see. Okay. So if we go down the list, at some point they changed to monorail, and in that gap, is that monorail? Yeah, that's monorail. I missed it. There we go. Right. Here. Passenger vehicles. Where are they? Oh, I remember now. It's this service around this town. It's this special one-off service that we did. The commuter trains. Yes, the commuter trains going around this city, going like through the tunnels and over the bridges, and yes. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Not a problem. Go back to the managing list. So they're probably okay, unless we've got another one we can... No, we haven't. Right, now the monorail ones, we could potentially upgrade. Okay, so listen up. Let's have a close look at these stats and see what's going on. So it would cost us more money, but we don't care about that. We've got billions in the bank. the speed, okay, the speed would get a boost. We'd go from 305 to 375. The power would go up ever so slightly by about 1,000. The traction effort is pretty much doubled. The reliability, though, not the best. 75%. That's a bit of a bad thing, especially when we're at 90% reliability for the others. I don't think it's worth the extra tiny bit of speed. The running costs, I don't care about that. The tiny bit of extra speed I don't think is enough. And I am slightly concerned that with our main monorail service down, well, with all the monorail services, I've double-engined the trains, which means then this one would be a double engine. Which means it would have 4 engines and the train would be, like, you'd lose a lot of passenger carriages, right? Yeah. The traction will make them accelerate faster, yeah. That's true. So I think if there is a next monorail one, there should be a next monorail one, I think. Can't remember off the top of my head. You know what? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up on the wiki. I'm going to go to OpenTTD trains, and then there is a the train comparison window or something, and then no, not a comparison chart. Oh, here we go. Right, I'll pop the link in the chat in case anybody wants to have a look. Yeah. Are you supplying more than they demand? There's no supply and demand in OpenTTD, not by default. Some scripts sometimes do that sort of thing. Right, monorail, no, is the answer. There is no, there isn't another monorail. It goes to MacLeod after that. They can carry cargo per car, that is true, yeah. Hellish, you are the reason why I even touched trains in any Transport Tycoon game. You avoided trains? What? Don't avoid trains. Yeah, the next one would be MacLeod. Supply and demand is just cargo list. Yeah, but very poor. I would call it destination preference rather than supply and demand. Yeah. So I think we'll wait for MacLeod. I don't think it's worth updating. I don't like the engines. And then on the diesel side of things, there are some other diesels. We are currently using the 2400, which goes 112. There is the Kelling, which goes slower, and the MGS that goes slower, and also have poorer reliability. So at the minute, we've got the fastest one with the most reliability. I'm happy with that. How are the nut ships going? Let's go check my nut ships. Where are they? They are. Where are they? I've lost it again. Here they are. Oh, right. So they are loading. And if we click this button, one of them has made a journey. It made 83,000 in profit so far this year. Oh no, a few of them have made a journey. And they're on their way back. Oh, no, some are on the way back. Some are there. Some are on the... okay. They're all over the place. Some are on the way there. Some are on the way back. How about the nuts trucks? Where are the nuts trucks? They're just... they're at the Wish-Off junction, right? Here we go. So I think there's probably a lot of nuts here now. Yes. But the road vehicles are doing well in clearing those nuts. Because they haven't got far to go. And I've just used exactly the same amount of road vehicles. Instead of the road vehicles going like half the distance of the map, I'm having them just doing this shuttle run. Wow, what's this? Oh, food production has shot up. Okay, we need more food trucks. Let's clone that food truck. Let's get another 15 on the go. Actually, last time I did 16, didn't I? And we've got even more logs down here. Well, there is a ship on the way, but let's get another one. There we go. What's this? Coffee estate nearby. Ah, now the alcohol down here's peaking. Yeah, these trains are struggling a little bit. I mean, they're getting into the station fine. The idea of having 6 tracks is you can have 1 or 2 loading, you can have 1 or 2 like moving into the station, 1 or 2 moving out of the station. I think the acceleration of the train's not great. It takes a while for the train to leave and get past this signal before the next one can start. But then we have got trains sat there waiting to load. Right, what's this? Oh, more copper. More copper sat here. Sometimes when you add new vehicles to a station, it actually means you end up with more. Because you might not have had enough vehicles, which means your rating was poor, which means you weren't getting much. But then you add a few vehicles, your rating goes up because you're transporting more quicker, and because your rating goes up, you get more of the produce, which means then you need more vehicles. So sometimes when you add vehicles, you then need more. So let's have a look. All the ships going over here. Let's go and add. We'll clone a couple of copper ships. We'll have 2 more copper ships. Right. We've got loads of nuts that have just got dropped off. Every time one of these ships comes... Is it this one? Yes. 980 sacks of nuts get dropped off. But then all the road vehicles that were there just pick up so many and just plummet themselves across. And break down, apparently. Shouldn't be breaking down that much. I mean, there are depots here. But if they were sat here waiting for quite a while and there isn't an option to depot along the way, although there is one there. There we go. Ah, you look, some of them are coming into service, some of them breaking down on the way. Yeah. But what about upgrading the road vehicles? Good idea. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah. Okay, how are we looking? We're looking all right. Good, 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 good. Now, this is some... Oh, I'm letting them go in and out both ways. I think I'm all right with that. Yeah. But yeah, let's check the road vehicles. Last time we did this, there wasn't really anything to do. But that was a long time ago since we've had like a fix-it episode. So we've got some trams. We could upgrade them to a different tram that goes faster, has less horsepower and less traction effort though. I don't think you need that, right? Because it's not... Oh, the reliability is a bit rubbish. Yeah, well, trams are fine. Mail tram, reliability is not very good. We'll stick with the tram we got. Right, now we've got some of these old buses, 150 of them. Let's update them to... Now, I've been buying the Foster Mark II Superbus, which is a little bit faster than the Foster bus, but the reliability is a little bit less. The cargo capacity is slightly more. 81% still quite good though, isn't it? Yeah. So, I don't know which bus to do. Let me know what you guys think on the buses. On the mail truck, that one is the best mail truck. On the goods truck, they can be upgraded. That's better reliability and faster. So let's start replacing those good trucks. That one is the right goods truck. Then we've got an upgrade to the grain truck, which is faster. The reliability is not very good though, so we won't upgrade that. Wood truck, again, reliability is not great. Armor truck, yeah, we'll keep it. Food van is the most recent one, but again, a downgrade would actually mean more reliability. Although everybody, having all the vehicles running the same speed on the network would probably be a good idea. Don't replace the goods trucks with a hopper truck. I'll check that in a second. 85% reliability be better. Every breakdown negates any positives from bigger and faster. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's go stop replacing them. I mean, it's a goods truck, but it's called a copper ore truck, but it says it's refittable to the same things, I think. Or maybe not, maybe not. Oh yeah, I hope none of them are messed up. What is this? What is it? What this? This is a Master Hellish. Or do you mean this? This is OpenTTD. Or it's a live stream. I don't know what the question is. Right. I think the reliability hits. Oh, some of the reliability is the other way around. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they all need to be the same speed, right? Yeah, it's not refittable to all cargoes. I mean, the Mark II Superbus is now up to 81% reliability. I think it just... Oh no, that's the wrong one. No, yeah, there it is. Same with the mail truck. I think we should do it. Yeah. No, we're going to do it. We're going to do it so that all the vehicles are the same speed. So this bus, we're upgrading to the Superbus. This bus, we're upgrading to the Superbus. That is the Superbus. The mail truck, we are going to start replacing. Although that is the same mail truck. So let's not replace that. The goods truck, we're going to go to the goods truck. This goods truck is already the correct goods truck. Grain truck, update, wood truck. That's a slower speed. There's nothing we can do about that. Armoured van, yep, faster truck. Trip is already 112. Now there we've got this ore truck. I'm not sure what to do about that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Fruit truck for fruit truck. Yep, we'll upgrade that. And then the rubber truck for the rubber truck. Yes, we'll see about that. If you ask me, it's rum and coke, but you ain't asking me. Hello, Hellish. If you do you if when that becomes when is yes, cause just no. Exactly. You know. Yeah. So I think I might have messed up some of the goods trucks, and they're now the copper trucks. So let's do, if I do, oh right, here we go, cargo type, passengers, there's all the passenger vehicles. Cargo type mail, there's all the mail vans. Building materials, diamonds, goods. Oh, so look, I think it is working. I think it's fine. I think the copper, we're not transporting copper by road. Okay, because we're not transporting copper by road, I didn't mess it up. So where we've got these copper trucks, just try and make this bigger so I can actually see what's going on. We've got too many different types of vehicles. Where is it? There. Is that the one? Yes. So these copper ore trucks, it looks like, let's not group them. Group by none. No. No, those ones are just good. Well, what are those copper ore trucks doing then? Apparently we've got 40 of them. Because it doesn't look like they're transporting any copper. What else? Oh, maybe they're doing like engineering supplies or something. Nope. Farm supplies? Nope. Okay, apparently we've got 40 of these. I have no idea where they are. Yeah, the game will alert you if you can't refit vehicle as proper cargo. Okay, alright, okay, that's good. That's good to know. But, where are they? What we'll do is we'll go sort by model, all cargo types. We'll just try and find the copper trucks, right? Mail, good, engineering supplies. They're open back, so we should... Oh, alright, okay, hang on a second. There's these trucks. I think they might be doing maize. That's the grain truck. Oh, wrong button. That's a different grain. Oh, it's two different grain trucks. That's a grain truck as well. Oh my goodness. Logs, 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 logs. So many vehicles doing logs. It's none of them. There's the diamond ones. There's the food vans. We've got loads of them. Ah, hang on. Building materials. There we are. They're doing building materials. Right. So if they're doing building materials, let's not use the copper ore truck. Let's use the goods truck because it's cheaper. Does carry a little bit less though. Okay. Maybe we actually use the copper truck for all building materials. I think we should do actually. So if we go building materials, have we got a mix of different trucks? No, I think they're all the copper ore truck. How many is that? Oh, it doesn't say how many's in that list. Okay, let's create a new group for it. And I'll drag everything from there with shared orders in here. Not estimated cost of dragging something is 0. 40! Yeah, they're all in there. They're all doing building materials. And it's only the building materials. So I'm happy with that. All building materials have been using the copper truck because they're slightly better. Right, I'm now going to delete that group. So we've investigated it. We thought it might be a problem. Turns out it isn't. And it's all fine. Yeah. So, we have slightly got not quite as good reliability vehicles, but they're all set to the same speed, which means there should be less vehicles slowing other vehicles down, require overtaking unless they break down. And our maintenance interval has been lowered so that we go in for more maintenance. Although there does seem to be quite a few breakdowns, so let's just maybe modify that again. So it's a service interval. So we changed it to 25%. Let's make it 20% for the vehicles and see how it goes. Okay. So there we are. Looking good. So we fixed that. Let's have a look at our station. Oh my goodness, there's way too much food over here. The food trucks... Oh no, look, the nuts trucks are causing tailbacks. We need a way to fix that. I've got a way to fix that. What we're going to do is I'll stop this truck. Then temporarily in the orders, I'll turn full load off and back on again to get those ones to leave. And then I'll be able to come in here and put a depot in. And then I can then go in the orders before there, go to the depot. And in theory, they should just pile up in the depot. Now, that probably won't happen yet because they've all got to go round one order. So actually, let's let them do that for a bit. You ever fixing up? Yeah, fixing up's going good. Fixing up is going quite well. Yes, there we are. Right, folks, we're doing all right, and progress is good. So I'm going to, and there's a few more people here than at the beginning of the live stream. So I'm just going to remind everybody, if you like OpenTTD, then you'll like the upcoming event. We've got a charity live stream, 3 public OpenTTD games on Saturday, the 14th of June, and we're raising money for the World Cancer Research Fund. We're going to have the games, we're going to have giveaways, we're going to have party games as well at the end, and we might also have some special guests too. Who owns the blue buses? I do. What we did is that we created a vehicle group and we gave that vehicle group a special colour. And so every blue bus is a bus that's doing from this end of the world all the way down the highway to this end of the world. And those buses are only doing that. So if you see a blue bus, it's one of the ones that's going from end to end. Right, now where are we? Ah, here we go. So Joke said, don't do that. It will cause them not to service on the highway. There's plenty of other vehicles that will service on the highway. And in theory... Oh, hang on. I forgot to set it back to full load. Oh, it is full load. Did we just have a load of stuff? We did. We just had a load of nuts dropped off. That's fine. And unlike trains, vehicles flow in and out of depots quite well. You can see here that they're all just piling in and piling out the depot. It's not having a problem with the speed. They're coming out quite quickly. So having a depot and having them go in a depot before going there not only services them, but also gets them to not cause problems over here. There we go. No, there's no AI. No AI on this particular one. I did do a video where I did a challenge against the Hog AI, so if you want to see that, there is that on my video on my channel in the challenge playlist. Right then, what's next? Okay, so that's running quite nicely. Let's get that station list back up again. Yeah, there's a lot of food to be shifted. And alcohol at both ends of the world. How long are we away from those MacLeod coming out? I can't remember. Let's have a look on the wiki again. So, in fact, the link was in the Twitch chat. There we go. Alright, steam trains, electric train. There we go. So, the Lev 1 comes out in the year 2021. Okay, that's when it's designed. So that means, considering it's now the year 2017, we've got 4 hours until MacLeod, which means it should come out roughly in the middle of the next live stream. Yeah. Have you ever accidentally clicked send for servicing instead of replace vehicles by accident? I don't remember doing that. I might have done, but I don't remember ever doing that. Yeah. Okay. So all the extra depots is looking good. We are still getting some vehicles breaking down a little bit. There we go. But that's like... reliability is like not great there. So... yeah, there's a depot in town, but they don't go near the town because they're going under the tunnel. So we need some more depots about that. Yeah. So let's see. Bear with me a second. We've got this to sort out. There we go. Simon, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. You say, surprised you haven't put a load of fast road vehicles on a loop near Goodwoody and have a sign saying Goodwoody Festival of Speedy. Well, where's Goodwoody gone? Yeah, it's Goodwoody. Or is it? Yeah. Goody Woody. Goody Woody. We're alright for things around here at the moment. Right, we're shifting the logs, no problem. The road vehicles around here are busy, but not clogging up yet. They probably will at some point. So we will have to keep an eye on that, because it's very busy. But I think we're okay. I don't think we're going to get past the production point where it's going to be a problem. These vehicles are doing absolutely brilliant, but yes, we've got way too much food here, so more food trucks. We've just gone past 1,500 road vehicles in this game now. If we have a look at the company information, you can see we've got 618 trains, 1,514 road vehicles, 393 ships, and 192 aircraft. There are some good proportions they are. Company value is nearly 20 billion. Yeah. So this is all working quite nicely, although we've had quite a few deliveries recently. We had loads of food still, but we just threw some more vehicles at that. This oil field here, this one probably needs another ship at it. How many ships? We've got 8 ships shifting that oil now. That's quite a lot. A lot of those road vehicles are on a single route. That is true. If we go to the road vehicle list, sort by shared orders and number of vehicles, you can see how many vehicles are on each of the routes. Let me just resize that in the right manner. There we go. So you can see we've got one route with 350 road vehicles, one route with 130, 91, which is not allowed. That's just not allowed. There's a depot. I've lost the vehicle. It's oh, here we go. There we go. 92, 93, 95. Alright, there's going to be 100 there now. Lost the vehicle list. Bring the vehicle list back. Itchy nose. There we go. So we got 100 there now. 90 here, 60, 50, 46 for some reason. That route's not making any money. Let's switch it to or sort by total profit. This period. Right. So some of the vehicles, like these bus services, which one's this? I don't know what bus service that is. Is it one of the ones that goes through the towns? Let's have a look. Oh, it's part of this bus setup. Oh, okay. This is a nice town for this inter-town bus setup. That's making quite a lot of money. The trams are in 3rd place. Yeah. It's because you put 16 food trucks in at once. Yeah, I know it is. My bad. I've never said it was not my fault. So all of these road vehicles are actually doing quite well. Obviously, the ones that have got high amounts of money but low number of vehicles are doing the best. So I would say probably the one that's doing the best is this route here. Okay, it's making around $250,000, just under, but there's only 15 vehicles in the loop, and that's happening here in this town. So I'm not quite sure. I think they're going between these two towns or something like that. They're making a lot of money. Doing really well. Okay, right then. What's next? I can't remember. Well, we were just talking about those road vehicles, weren't we? Now, what I wanted to show you was the opposite way around. So these nuts vehicles are not making much money at all. In fact, a lot of them seem to be stopped. Why are they? Oh, they're all just stuck in the depot. So I don't know if we've got too many. I think we might have too many now. But when a ship arrives, like, they all go crazy. So it's actually just about to happen. The ship is unloading, and these vehicles are now going to be coming out and going round, and maybe we've got a few too many on that route. And I'm not sure of, like, the quickest and easiest way to just, like, get rid of a bunch. So we'll leave them for now. Thanks for these chill streams, Hellish. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy them. So that's fine. What else is not going well? We've got these rubber trucks. Oh, I see. These rubber trucks are going backwards and forwards. They're doing a short route. I think it's okay. They're like a lost leader because we're getting more stuff into here. We're supplying things on a regular basis. And then we've got a small collection of farm supplies. Oh, this just this entire route. Maybe if we just move it so that they're traveling further? Or are they just, like, filling up and breaking down too much? I'm not 100% sure at the moment. Okay, let me have a quick think about this. I think we might just have too many trucks. The place is gung-ho. More stations. Maybe. Maybe. No depot. There is a depot here, right there. Should we make it a longer distance? So if we put a truck stop like here, and we also make it bigger, and see if that helps. And also take the depot out. So what we'll do now is cry, because I don't know how I'm going to do this. Too many road vehicles in the way. I'll just keep fast forwarding and keep clicking. And I'm bound to like get it eventually, right? Come on, no vehicle, never. Ah, the vehicle went in there. I mean, what we can do temporarily is just say like this and just stop road vehicles from going in. And then I'll be able to remove it, and hopefully it'll be alright. Also, I can say to all these vehicles, like, for a moment, just don't full load. I think there's too many. Look at how many vehicles just left then. There we go. Just blow it all up. Right, and then we'll put a little wiggle in and remove that. There we go. And we'll put a depot here and a depot there. Oh, apparently that won't be connected. Let's try again. There. So we've got a bigger station that's further away. Yeah, that was a spread station. So we can turn the station labels back on. There you go. Sell 50% of the vehicles. Well, if they're going a longer route, we're going to need more vehicles now. And I think that might help. We've got no rubber weighting at the moment. What's our ratings? Look at that. Transported 92%. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah. You wish there was a way to disable a station? No, I don't know. I can't think of a situation where I'd need that. I mean, for airports, you do, and that exists, yeah. How much speed does the lorries lose when they go around corners? Some. They do lose some speed. You want to avoid the corners. For me, I don't know exactly the amount. Now, because these trucks are doing a route that's approximately twice as long, it's taking longer for them to get all the way around, and we're using more trucks. So let's have a look at the vehicles now in this group. Oh, can I pin that? Let's pin this. And we'll also pin this. So what we're hoping to see is these rubber trucks start to make more money. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, welcome. Oh, yeah, Guild Games is on the Twitch chat. Dude's got £20 billion, but worries about 5 trucks. Yeah, I know. And Guild Games says they slow down to 61 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that is no matter what truck speed they are, or for that particular truck, but yeah. Love from India. Oh, somebody mentioned where they're from, so everybody's now going to have to mention where they're from. Let's have a roll call. Everybody shout out in chat. Yes, hopefully we'll do a little bit better. It does look like it's a bit better. There are maybe a few more trucks than what we need. Let's send it, not 50% to the depot. Maybe we'll send like 25-ish% to the depot. And we'll get rid of them. Here we go, here we go. So, Sweden, the Netherlands, the UK, Sweden, Poland, Yorkshire. From inside my fridge, I need more butter. I thought it was fine for butter. Staffordshire. So the old trucks will speed up round the corner. I see, that's a good, interesting question. UK, Quebec, Texas, Candyland. Oh dear. Norway, South Wales, Australia, Brazil, UK. Australia? What time is it there? Okay, hang on a second. I think we got those vehicles in the depot. Right, so we're down to 20 vehicles now. And they're making a profit. So that, I think that fixed the problem. Okay, so we made the vehicles go further. We took a few vehicles away. And we also made the station bigger. And that solved all of our problems. So, you know, I've got billions in the bank. And I'm worrying about a small number of vehicles. But it's the principle of the thing. Like, we've done 3 things. And we've shown that those 3 little changes, and they were small changes, made a difference to the profit. Yeah. So, Ukraine, US, didn't realise how international this chat was. It's quite international. Like, there's a lot of people from the UK. That's rough, you know, that's where I'm from. We're a little bit early for the US in these live streams, so we don't get too many people from the US like J Rich. We get a lot of people from the Netherlands because, well, they're awesome. And of course, like, you know, people all over the world love OpenTTD, and people like my live streams, which is cool. So that is brilliant. I'm seeing 172 of you on YouTube at the moment, and I'm seeing 8 people on Twitch. And we've got 56 likes. So if you would like to like the stream, please do like the stream. If you're enjoying it. There we go. Is the likey thing. Boop. I said boop and it didn't come. There it is. There it is. And of course, if you're watching and for some reason you are not subscribed, you need to make this number go up. Like that. We're up to 30,826. So let's see how many people right now out of the nearly 200 people watching are not subscribed. And if you subscribe right now, when we come to this in a couple of minutes, let's see if it's above 826. Okay, that looks like it's fine. Let's go back to the very beginning, the first station that we built, and that's this one. See how things are doing. Let's only hide buildings. There we go. And we've got trains in, trains loading. Are they full load or is there just a lot of passengers? They are full load. There's also a lot of passengers. So that is a good amount. Yeah. A lot of British streamers, YouTubers that you know of have a massive Dutch accent. Interesting. I don't. I have an accent that wobbles around sometimes. This junction we improved in the last Fix and Improved live stream. And to be honest, I absolutely love it. I've never done it like it before, where you have a station come out and have dedicated lines for turning left and for going straight on. But at the same time, you then allow them to use this servicing between them. So just to kind of reiterate quickly for anybody who missed that live stream, like in the junction up ahead, this line is only for going straight on. And this line is only for turning right. I think I said left. I meant right. Okay. But the line in the middle to service can go straight on or turn right. But they'll only use this line if they need to service because it's a forced service. And these 3 tracks can be accessed from the station. So the trains choose which track, depending on whether they want to service or not, and depending on whether they're going straight on or right. And it works so well. It really does. So we've got an example of all of them there. One of them's turning right, one of them's going straight on, and there's a service one coming in here, and it's waiting for one of those 2 trains. And I think it's turning right. Yeah, it's turning right. How's the Heritage Line doing? Good question. Where's the Heritage Line? Here it is. So here's Frank the Tank, our Heritage train, going onto here now. Audience, not accent. Oh, sorry. My bad. I can't read sometimes. actually it's actually a disability. Yeah. So yes, it's a good, it's a good community. Is the short version of the story. Yes. You know what? I can't remember how many subscribers it was at when I showed the subscriber screen. I think it was 826, so we'll see in a second. But yes, there's 2 steam engines here. This is our Heritage Railway line. It just goes between the starting town and a nearby town over here. We were getting problems with the amount of passengers waiting there, so we started using trams. However, that's still a problem. So you notice when I brought the station list up, I filtered by passengers and mail, because I didn't want to have to deal with this. Look at this. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of passengers all stacked up at random stations all over the place. And the ratings are not good. Those little bars, that little green and red bar under there, that's the rating. So, yes. We're not doing that. Maybe we could do on some of them on the main line. We are here to fix and improve the whole network after all. This one, quite a few, but it's not ridiculous. It would be nice if you could just select a group of stations. Like I could go, oh, this station and any station that's got a service. Like connected to it. Because they're all going through Stevie D's Wonder Loop with the HQ on it. Yeah. Right, here we go. 30,826, and it is now 33. Thank you very much to the extra people who just subscribed there. Welcome to the channel. Anyway, yes, going through Stevie D's Wonder Loop. We could just have a... Yeah, there's quite a lot of passengers there. How many passengers down here? There's quite a few passengers there. It's not too bad. That one's alright. What about this one? Yeah, that one's not too bad either. Most of these seem to be doing okay. We might end up with quite a big line. Yeah, that's got a few. That one's empty, but that one is connected to the monorail network and the standard. Welcome 7 people. 7 people is 7 more people. Very welcome indeed. So I think probably, yeah, this one's got quite a few in it. Let's get some more trains on the network round here. We'll just clone one of these trains at random. And we'll get rid of their orders and we'll say, go to this station and then round this Wonder Loop up here to that one. And back again. You know what? We've probably got trains already doing that line, but this is just easier just to put more in like this. And we'll send a group of 5 of them, and that will help. It will. Check station ratings. Oh, Guild Games. I don't want to check station rating. You know what? Actually, that's probably a good idea, because if I, like, discounting passengers and mail. Discounting passengers and mail. Let's see. Station list then. We're going to discount passengers and mail along with our engineering supplies and farm supplies. We're looking at everything else. We're going to sort by lowest cargo rating. So a lot of these don't seem to have a cargo rating. I think it's because they're stations that haven't got a cargo that we are working on. And then if we sort the other way, then this dock is the worst in that list. Why is this dock the worst? Let's have a look. So, it's very good, 67%. And it is a Rentbourne Bridge, which I think is this town. We haven't got a statue of a company owner. So that is why that one is quite low on the ratings. It will get up to 77% now. Yes. Zero, it says it's been a while. Hey, welcome. You said you wanted to fix things. You're right. That's the point of this particular live stream. To fix, improve, upgrade, and make everything absolutely fantastic. Right then. Bear me a second. Okay. sometimes when somebody sends me a message and I know that they know I'm live streaming, I think, oh, is that urgent? So I like to check. Okay, so then that's that one. Then we've got this one. This one's, is it the heliport or is it the... No, it's not the heliport. Why is that a separate... It shouldn't be separate. It should be the same station. Anyway, ratings are not great round. Well, it says very good, but I don't think that's very good myself. Frondhattan Barns. There's Frondhattan. Guess what? No statue of the company owner. So that one's an easy fix. Great Romfind. Oh, it's this place. Local authority. Yeah, let's have a statue. There we are. We've got a statue in one of the smallest towns on the map. There's me. Put some big arms on me. Make my legs bigger. Give me a big head. There's me on the top. Yeah. Just join the stream. What we doing? We are going around the map, fixing and improving. We've sorted out some service intervals for road vehicles. We've added some more depots along busy lines. We've moved some things from road stuff to ships. We put some statues in. We didn't kill anybody to to put the statues up. They might have had to move house. And we've, done a lot of things like that. So now we put that statue in, the ratings here should go up a little bit. It wasn't great to begin with, to be honest. How much are we transporting from the industry? Where's the industry information? There it is. 65%. That's not too bad. This one is Gaunt Bridge, which is this place. We've got a statue here, so that's probably the worst one that we've got. 68%. Why is it so terrible? Is it just our ships? Do we need to upgrade all of our ships? Connect the smallest town with the service? Yeah, well, okay, here you go, look. This is something that we've looked at previously. This is one of the two smallest towns. It's on a little island in the middle of a lake on the east coast, near the east coast. If we go all the way across the world, we have this little island, which is the second smallest place. Okay? And it's a little town on a little island, or technically two, on the west coast. So we could technically connect to two smallest places, but that'd be very funny, very pointless. And I kind of like them being like that, small and cute. I'm not sure how we'd manage to do it. Anyway, what was it I just realised? Oh yeah, ships. We need to check the replacement of ships. We haven't looked at this in a little while. The only thing we've got, okay, is a hovercraft for the passengers, which is fine, and our freighter, 359 of them. Put one bus on each small island. I was talking about connecting the two. Yeah. VTOL aircrafts. Oh, somebody needs to add that to the game. They can use heliports but fly as fast as aircraft, like Concorde-y things. Hey Shizzle, you're a genius. We need a new GRF to add VTOL aircraft that can land at heliports but fly as fast as aircraft. Brandon's like, yes, someone make that. I think we should make it as a community. Should we do it together? Do you think enough of us could figure it out? Are there any devs watching? Occasionally, we get some developers watching the live stream. They pop in and out. If there is any developers watching, just say, come on. Is that something we could do? Presumably, it would be a type of helicopter. What is VTOL? Oh, vertical takeoff and landing, I believe, is the... create a GRF stream? Maybe? So yeah, so the one that springs to my mind is the kind of like the OG one in the UK, which is the Harrier jump jet. Yeah, vertical takeoff landing. Didn't I make one of them in KSP once? Kerbal Space Program. I'm sure there's... Oh, you know what? I'm going to have a quick look at my channel now. Bear me... Like, we're blaming for this? It's K Shizzlebizzle, wasn't it? Okay, go to my website, go to the bottom, click my channel, because it's quicker to do that than find my channel link. Go to my channel, and just search VTOL. Oh, it is! In my Kerbal Space Program, there's a bonus video where I create a VTOL aircraft. 10 years ago now. Hang on, let me just... Oh, yes. I don't think the video's too terrible. The production's not great. But if anybody wants to check out the Kerbal Space Program VTOL video, I'm putting links in chat now. Put that to watch later if you might be interested. That is my original KSP series by the looks of it, and I've done 4 of those. So that was a long time ago. I knew I'd done something. Yeah. Anyway, we need that. Right, you could have it as a wider community event. The Master Hellish GRF Jam, where people make the GRF in a short period of time and you play a short multiplayer game with them all. That sounds like a really good idea, Simon. The challenge is that I don't know if we have enough people with the knowledge in the community and the availability. Like, how many people watching right now have ever played around with making or modifying a GRF? Right, whilst people are shouting that out, let's see if we can do a better freighter. I'm sorting these by speed, because to me, the maximum speed is one of the most important things. So we go down the bottom and we work our way up, and we find it, yeah. Brandon says it's really difficult to make GRFs. It can be. Guardian of the Moon says I can do pixel art, but I can't do the coding. Starfester says I did. Okay. I can code, but I just don't know any of the ways in which it's done for OpenTTD GRFs. Yeah. So there we go. Right, and then we move up the way. So none of these are going to be for cargo, but then we've got this tanker here. And unfortunately, that's no good, because we need it to be all but passengers and mail, because we're going to be transporting a whole host of different things. We want one solution to fit everything, so that's a no. This one is a no. That's a no. That's refrigerated, but no. No. That's just livestock. Here we go, all but passengers and mail. So, it's actually the next one up the list. Okay, it carries more. It goes the same speed. Its reliability is much better. Ooh. But the capacity is double. So we'd have to get rid of a load of ships. What does GF stand for? I believe GRF is a shorthand for graph, because of the way that the graph logic works in those sorts of mods. It's I believe it's an old school term for a lot of things like that. Yeah, there's quite a few people in the community who code, but I think hardly any of them have done a GRF before for OpenTTD. And also asking ChatGPT for this sort of thing is almost pointless, because like the amount of examples, documentation, and stuff that ChatGPT will have scanned for this sort of niche thing, it's just gonna guess too much. Time to learn to make GRFs. Then I think as a community we should have a GRF team, and we should like learn together and stuff. Let me know if people would be interested in like having a special channel for like GRF stuff. Anyway, I think we should update to this ship, because it will give us high capacity and even more importantly, much better reliability. The only problem is we might need to get rid of some ships because then we're doubling our capacity. You can 3D model and animate, but you don't think it helps with this game. Yeah, I don't think it'd help with this game. GRF stream. Maybe. Maybe. You just watched my 25 minutes tutorial for OpenTTD, then you saw that I'm alive. Commented, the commitment is crazy. Also good tutorial. We'll start playing now. Definitely start playing. Thank you very much for coming by. What we're doing now is a little bit advanced. We've got mods on the game and we're doing a big map and all this sort of thing. Yeah, it's. I hope you like it. I do recommend watching the rest of the tutorial series when you get a chance. There's loads of tips in there. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, Fran the Man says I'd be up for learning how to do GRFs. Yeah. He posted a link to make some simple industries. Yeah, I mean, I think making some industries is relatively straightforward in comparison to some other things. It's, I think, complicated. Gerard. I don't know if Gerard's about it. Gerard's worked with GRFs before, I think. Was it scripts? Or both? Both, I think. Anyway. Yes, I'm going to change this, and it's going to cause us all sorts of problems. Yeah. Actually, doing scripts are not too bad. Doing scripts in OpenTTD, I think, is a lot easier. But that's just my opinion. Right, so we're going to get all these ships that are moving around the world now. Changing from the smallish one to the biggerish one. A GRF stream could be cool. Okay, folks. I wasn't going to say anything publicly about this. I have mentioned it to the Viewer Plus subscribers, but it seems to be on topic. What about, before going down the GRF route, what about an AI? What about if we made an AI for OpenTTD as a community, or I did AI making streams? Maybe I could do a small stream on a Friday evening, or we could swap the streams around, and I can start making an AI from scratch. And I'll do it on code. I'll code on stream, okay? And you guys can kind of support me with suggestions and bug fixes and all that sort of thing, so we can have a hellish AI. And I stream it and I code it, and you guys kind of support me and collaborate. And it wouldn't be an AI in the modern sense; it would be a computer-controlled player AI. But what do you guys think to a hellish AI? And we do streams with that. People like that. Yeah, everybody thinks that's fantastic. But crazy good idea. Now, how do you think that compares to the idea of making a GRF together? So, which one would you prefer, GRF or AI? Shout out one of those. No. Yeah, shout out in chat on this occasion. Fantastic. What we got? Fantastic indeed. Yeah. Right. Let's get back. I'll come back to the chat in a second and have a look at that. So now we're probably going to get a whole bunch of ships just sat around. I'm going to look for an example. So here we go. Over here at Goody Woody, Big Logs had how many ships? 68 ships. But you can see that a bunch of these now have been upgraded to the bigger ships. Okay. Now, as a group, they were making... Oh my goodness, it's these ones down here. As a group, they're making good money. But is that going to go down now? Is that going to go down because we've got ships that can just transfer too much? Or will the newer ships boost the ratings? That's an airport. And the boost in ratings means we get more stuff. Yeah. Both. I'm not doing both at the same time. How about make an AI and keep improving it until it beats the Hog AI? Maybe. An AI that makes GRFs? No. Both? No, not. I'm not saying we'll do one or the other. I was like, if we do both, which one would you like to see first? Just having a quick look. Yeah, I don't want to look at tutorials and information now, Brandon, because if I start one of these live streams, that's how we'll start it. We'll start with a information gathering and working out how we need to do things and getting the tools and stuff. Maybe start with the GRF and do an AI. Your AI should use your GRF vehicles. Now that'd be a step. That'd be an upgrade. The AI. Case Shizzle says AI. Oh, somebody asked for it. Okay. Right. Chat's a little bit split, but most people are saying AI first. Yes. Okay. Now, I am going to say something that I don't think I've said publicly as well. So you're getting a few behind the scenes here tonight, folks. I have had a script made for me. I requested it. There's been a lot of hard work in the background. It's been top secret, and it still is. So those of you who know about it, don't say anything. But the reveal will be sometime soon after the charity event. Okay? I've had it. Yeah. So I've had a game script made for OpenTTD. A few people know about it. I'm in the process of making a video about it, and you can expect it sometime soon after the charity event. I think that's all I'm going to say. We know nothing. I'm trying to think if I've like said enough, but like also said not too much. Yeah, I'm announcing it exists, but I'm not telling you anything else apart from it exists. Like a proof of concept was done. You know, you're getting a little bit more. A proof of concept was done. A video was recorded. And now, like, the final versions of it are going through testing and iterations. But that's it. Is it the top secret? What's the bottom secret? I have no. As somebody who doesn't know what it is, you've said the right amount. Yeah. Yeah. I'm confusing. Whatever. Oh, no. Something went a bit wrong with one of my accounts. Why have we got a Google account OAuth thing pop up? Ah. You know what, folks? I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break just to make sure everything's all cool. You leave your comments on stuff and in the chat, and I'll read them as we come back, and then we'll jump into the game and fix more things and sort more stuff. I'd probably just misclick something and stuff, so I'll see you in 2 minutes. Oh no, I sent a train to the wrong place. Oh no. And now it's going to have to go backwards all the way.
This one.
Oh no.
Oh.
That is so bad and so painful. I just went straight forward then.
Ah, Jack, you hit the tail.
Oh,
How the earth? Oh, I did a triple turn.
it went between you guys.
That was the biggest game of chicken I've ever played in my life. That.
Oh,
The good
no.
thing about this game is it works as a true land game.
Yeah, because of you. I
think Brandon's
crashed
won
and
it.
Brandon survived.
Yeah, because you crashed, I survived.
Oh, you're not going to get out of that, are you? Oh, you did! Oh my goodness. Block him in. Here it comes. And it has to go there. Ah! Well, it worked. Oh my gracious. Oh yeah, now you're talking.
Why?
I could no, Brandon. Oh. I couldn't resist. The egg was just stood on the edge, and then Brandon got revenge for you. I have. This might be genius. Oh. I mean, it won't be, but you know.
Could be.
That's why I said might be genius. I've never done this before. So let's see how it works. Canal. This is the cap. Okay, folks, we're back and back into the game to see how things are getting on. It looks like we've got a good number of ships sat here waiting now. And I think we're going to have some problems with all of that sort of stuff. Yeah. DJ Egg, what was... DJ Egg says, don't say more. Yes, if you know stuff, don't say anything else. In fact, just don't say anything. It's up to me. Anyway, those people have been told not to say anything, and they know not to say anything, so they won't say anything. Right. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that this change to all the ships is going to cause some problems. But also, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix... Oh, no. Oh, dear. Traffic queues. I think we've got a problem where the food trucks are blocking the other vehicles. So we're not getting any stuff coming in. Not sure what to do about that. I mean, it's fine now because I've unblocked it, but I don't want it to block up again. Someone called Biffa. Yeah. I think Biffa did make an OpenTTD video, and I contacted him and was like, can I have your game save from it? Oh yeah, Google Drive just said my session just timed out. So... Oh, is that what that was? It's my Google Drive syncing session timing out. Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, and you know, he messaged back and said, sorry, I don't think I have that. I don't think he saved it. Which is a shame, because I'd have been able to do a network fix on a railway line for Biffa, which I think would have been cool. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Okay, that's temporarily fixed, but we need to permanently fix this. And I think we could add more terminals. I think it's already at maximum length. Yeah, it's already at maximum length. I don't know if just adding more cargo terminals is the right thing to do. It doesn't feel like the right thing to do. So... yeah. Oh, hey, live stream. Hey, Alex. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I've got a lorry and truck stop here that's just... Ugh. It keeps clogging up, and I don't know what to do about it. So, we'll have to see. Yeah, mandatory depot spot. Oh yeah, we did that before. A separate drop and a separate pickup. Yeah, you're right. Guild Games is right. That's what we're going to have to do. So, and that's what I want to do as well. So, how can we do it so it's nice and neat? So if we make this side the pickup and this side the drop off, I think... Is that going to be enough? Which one's going to be bigger though? Like, I feel like drop off is going to be more. Right? Tunnels? Nah, it's the sheer quantity of vehicles that are coming through. And then sat there loading. So yeah. Right, I've had an idea. It's based off what Guild Games said, but I'm doing it slightly differently from what I originally planned. So we're going to go in here. Yeah, here. With a brand new station. Okay. Not sure which one that is now because all the station labels are gone. There we go. So one of these can be pick up and one of them can be drop off. The question here is, how would we then connect this up? And I think we're going to use a few tunnels or bridges. Bridges are better. Well, bridges aren't necessarily better, but we're using them. We're using them because I don't want to just go straight onto the road here. Right, so we're going to have oh, hang on, no, one of these will be a bridge, one won't. So this one coming off, that won't be a bridge because the vehicles are on the correct side of the road. This one will be a bridge because the vehicles are on the wrong side of the road. So let's remove that. There we go. And we'll do the same over here. So vehicles leaving this way will be able to go on. And vehicles arriving this way will be able to go around. Now obviously we need the arrows. There we go. Same here. No, wait, that's the wrong way. In, out, and out. There we go. So we've got a different station. Yes. Do you have any different trucks with a larger capacity you could switch through and delete some? We already had a look through the different trucks, and we're really using the ones that are already available. But now the question is which one to use for drop off and which one to use for pick up. I think this one's going to be pick up. So we're going to change this round. We're going to come here. We're going to say we're going to full load here instead. Okay, this north station, and we'll remove that one. Now I don't think we'll get too many vehicles backing up because they can come in both directions. And then because of the expansion, we shouldn't need these down here anymore. I don't like these being wonky off to one side. Yeah. 30? Yeah, we've got a lot of road vehicles, yeah. So let's try and remove these now. There we go. We can easily help our removal by adjusting this so we can't allow new vehicles in, but vehicles can get out. That helps. And then when this is nice and empty, we can get rid of that. We remove all of this road because we don't need it. That sort of size and wonkiness is unnecessary. There we go. I think that's going to solve our problem. Yes. We've got quite a few different things. We've got a shuttle being available to us, but we don't care about that. Yes, we're up to how many road vehicles now? Yeah, 1,518 road vehicles. So there's a lot of road vehicles. We've got a good number of trains. More trains coming in the series. Yeah. I think we're probably going to be doing like the new main line soon. Hang on, we got that one. Then we did that one. Then we did that one. Then we did that one. So that's new. That's new. That's new. So it'd be the new main line. Yeah. At the minute, we've got no vehicles here at all at the moment. We're not seeing what's going on. Yeah. Speaking of any fixes, any Viewer Plus without a proper named thing. Yeah, we do need to name something after Viewer Plus subscribers, and we've been naming these junctions. So we've got Wish I Was Off over here. I think this junction needs to be named. And I think this is a good opportunity, a good time to do that. So let's spin for the Viewer Plus subscribers that are live in chat tonight, and hopefully it won't be the same as somebody who we've already got in the game. So if you didn't know already, Viewer Plus is a subscription system I run myself. It is similar to that you would get as a YouTube membership or a Twitch sub, except it's not run by YouTube or run by Twitch. It's run by me. And yeah, it's similar to a Patreon. And there's 94 of you supporting me through Viewer Plus at the moment. So thank you very much, everybody who is supporting me. And we're going to spin the wheel on Viewer Plus people who are in chat tonight. Sometimes we do it in chat. Sometimes we do it on all Viewer Plus subscribers. And we'll name the junction after you. We'll see who it is. Okay. Now remember, it'll only pick you up as a viewer plus subscriber in chat if you have spoken in chat in the live stream, and also if you're viewer plus, and also if you've got your name set up correctly. Yeah, there we go. Right, there were a few that have been given an allocator but not given a name and tagged. I think there are some, like Icy Bear, that they've been given a label, but they haven't been given a full name. Quick question: do you have a reference for the settings you used to create this map? No. I can't think. Oh, is there a way to do this? I think we had a word about this in my community recently. Like, there's a command to restart a map. So it will get rid of everything and it'll go back to the beginning, but it'll have the same terrain, the same towns and cities, which is brilliant. But you have to be on the same version of OpenTTD, and you have to be game has to be set to the same settings in the current config, not in the configuration that you had in the save file. So if you change the configuration, you have to change the configuration back again in order to do the reset thing. Now, I want to raise this with the developers because I feel it should use the settings in the game save, not the settings that you've got set to reset and restart, because then it would generate the same thing. And that's what people really want from that feature. Yeah, seeds were nice. I mean, the thing is that the seed is still there. It's just not shown. But if your game settings are different, the seed, even if it's the same, will generate a different map because your settings are different for like water level height and all of that sort of stuff. And I feel it really should look at the settings in the game save. And I don't know if they are saved in the game save, actually. But I think there was a way I worked it out once, and I can't remember. But oh well, never mind. Maybe we should start some sort of thread about that. Let's get into the game and name this junction. There we are. Right, put a sign down. This junction is going to be a junction named after Hincus Maximus. So if you've got any ideas about what to name the junction, there we go. Also, thank you very much for being a viewer plus subscriber. Now you can see here that we are getting a bit of a backlog, but oh no, I was afraid of that. Vehicles are now backing up onto the junction. This is why originally I was going to just do a massive tunnel. Hincus got one already? Well, they've got two now. Have they? Oh, H Maximus, yes. Yeah, they got the two breweries. Oh, we'll do another one. We'll do another quick one. We'll do another quick one. We'll add another one. Yes. I miss this every now and then. Oh no, it was nearly DJ. Oh, it's there we go. We're gonna have to re-roll that. That's like the fourth time that. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Let's try again. Yeah, I made I put my foot down, didn't I? I wish it was rigged. It'd be easier. It'd be a lot easier just to go click. There you go. I want that one. I made this application that does this. It's called Hellish Tools, and I can't even rig it. I didn't even rig it. It's like I haven't even got an option to rig it. But Wizard Brandon, have you got one? I don't think you have you? You bought stuff. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. Brandon, I think you got in. I don't know if Brandon's fallen asleep or not. No, I think Wizard Brandon. Let's just check. I'm double checking now because I've made this mistake a few times. We've got Gil's Shack. Gerard Junction, Night Owl Coffee Limited, which was a shack. He's playing Minecraft. That's fine. Yeah, Gil and Brandon have sheds, but we haven't named anything like infrastructure after them. So that's what we're doing, and then we can crack on. Right, where are we? Over here. So this is, I mean, this has got to be Wizard Junction, right? Did I type that correctly? I think so. Wizard Junction, yeah. I'm sorry, you have to be a member to win this draw. Reroll and what? No, I don't get the reference. Brandon's also here and playing Minecraft. This could be a problem, but the vehicles are moving forward and flowing through. So that's maybe it's just a little one-off problem. I think it'd be okay. Let's keep an eye on this for a moment. Let's do a little bit of fast forwarding. So these vehicles are coming in. They are nearly all coming in on this side and queuing up. What we could do is we could put a tunnel and a slip road, especially for coming down here. So look there, yeah, they're backing up onto the junction again. Stopping buses. We can't have that. Yeah. So we need to sort that out. Let's temporarily just say boop boop. Just get a load of the vehicles moving. And we'll do that. We'll do a tunnel. I think we can fit a tunnel in there. There we go. No, wait. There's still vehicles in the way. We're going to have to do it again. Boop. Boop. We might just have too many of them. Right. Let's lower the land. Yep, we can lower the land there. We'll lower the land here. We'll put a tunnel in. The trucks aren't going to go through that tunnel. There we go. And I think in order to get it on the other side of the road, we will have it flat and then go this way, and we'll put bridges in. Yeah? I think we'll do that. And that means that we'll come out somewhere over here. Yeah, I messed up. So, let's just do that quickly. So, auto tool, bridge. One there. One there. And then we'll have a slip road. Like this. And I think that'll do the job. So they'll come off the correct side of the road. They'll go along, into the tunnel, under and into the place. So if there is a bit of a backlog, they're all good. So they've got a dedicated slip road into the pickup. We should rename these as well. This is going to be like food pickup, right? Food pickup. And this is going to be some sort Denfingford Food Corporation. Yes. Let's make it even longer. Oh, we can't. That's the maximum non-character. No, we'll leave that. Denfingford Food Corporation and then food pickup. So there we are. Waypoint for road vehicles would be nice. Coming in version 15. It's been coded. It's already been done. It's as soon as version 15 is ready to release, that feature is going to drop. So you will get waypoints. So keep an eye out for that. It's great fun. Okay, Chris Abbott on Twitch. Good evening, Master Hellish. Hello there. Dune Awakening game being released today. Is this a desert map as a DLC? No, this is just a normal map. This is one of the 4 main maps. Yeah, waypoints. They're in the game. If you want to, you can download the beta and play around with them. But don't just use the beta of version 15 and just play it. Because it's not finished yet. There's likely bugs. So you could end up with problems. If you want to sit and play a game of OpenTTD, use version 14.1. If you want to test new features, use the beta 15. Look, this is working perfectly, look. They're all just sat there in the depot waiting. Wow, there's a lot of them sat by waiting. Maybe we can just, like, stop all the ones that are in there and just get rid of them all. But then just clone a few of them back. There we go. Just so that there's, like, a bit less... That's not too bad, actually. Remembers the bridge bug. Yeah, brilliant example, Wizard Brandon. So, we was testing something on version 15... including, you know, with the waypoints. But there was a bug where... Oh, God, what was it, Brandon? It escapes me. There was a problem with laying bridges that wasn't in the previous games. Like, sometimes when you add new features and you update and change things, you kind of break existing stuff as well as the new stuff. So don't play OpenTTD in version 15 yet. Let the developers get the game all stable and as good as they like before it's released. But if you want to test it, go ahead. It picked the worst bridge each time. That was it, yes. Right, so now you can see we've got a queue of road vehicles, but that's completely fine because they're at their own depot station and they're all queuing up under a bridge, not blocking anything, and then the vehicles could come around and drop off. We haven't had a ship come in a while. Yeah. It was a nightly version. I'm not sure if it was a nightly version. I think that was... No, you're right. You're right, that was a nightly version. So there we go. Yeah. Will they also use both sides of the roads on one-way roads? No. No. Whether it's a one-way road or not, that overtaking is just overtaking. OpenTTD doesn't have a feature for vehicles just to use both lanes if it's a one-way road. I wish it did. It'd be great because you could then increase the capacity. But there you go. So this is fixed. We do have a few vehicle trains, but we got vehicles going off to use depots and stuff. Which is... oh, no, they broke down right near the depot. How many breakdowns? See, it's only one breakdown. Like, you're not getting 2 or 3 different breakdowns on there. That tells you you're alright. Right. Yeah, look at this. We've got loads of ships sat around waiting now. I wonder if all of the ships have got problems in kind of like the amount of money that they're making. So let's group by shared orders and sort by total profit this period. Okay, so some of them are brilliant. In fact, the log ones, big logs, are doing really well. But then let's sort it the other way. Oh, all these hovercraft are doing terrible. Have we just got way too many hovercraft over here? Did I just go a bit too hovercraft crazy? I did. Okay, so we've got 35 hovercraft. This doesn't need 35 hovercraft. What we'll do is we'll go center depot. And then a few of them will go to some depots. A few of them will go to other depots. And we'll just go into like one depot and delete all the ones in there maybe. So there are a few boating around still. Some of them are still coming into this depot. How many do we want though? Let's have a quick look. So there's currently 35. Oh, I want to get rid of more than that. Let's get rid of all of these ones. Let's get rid of all of those ones. That brings it down to 25. Let's get rid of all of them. That's 22. Another couple in here. Let's get rid of them. Right, I think that brings it down now to 20? Yes, 20. Okay, so then what we can do is go. All of them go again. Now we might get the odd one still going to depot. Yeah, that one is. Let's change that. What about this one? Yep, you're still going to the depot, and you're still going to the depot. And that, I think, is it. So we've reduced them on there. I think we'll be alright. Get more people. I'm not sure it might be the... Man, it's not easy just to get people. Like, these things have got good coverage. They're covering a big city as well. Look at that. City's right up to the edge. Even so, it's bursting down the main road. Look at that. Wow. We've got a building all the way over here. And it's come from this town. So that goes to show how far they're going. Hopefully that'll fix that. Now let's see, what else have we got? Did we just go into a new... Oh, we just went into a new period. Let's go into total profit last period. Okay, so these ships... oh, these ships are lost? Can't reach where they're trying to go. Why? Because the town built stuff? And the ship... Yeah, yes. Look at this. Right, so... These ships have been going around in circles for about 1 billion years. They were supposed to be going from these docks up through the water down to this dock. But look what happened here. We've got a bridge and then they built a house next to it. And I'm going to blow both of them up. Oh, they won't let me blow the bridge up. Let's get some trees in. Trees, trees, trees. Blow up your bridge. Oh, they won't let me blow that one up either. Okay, tell you what. Bribe? Local authority. Bribe. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh no. Right, well, before anything else bad happens, let's come down here and purchase all of this land to stop them making the situation worse. And then I will dig a wider channel and purchase that land as well. There we go. Now, I'm not sure whether the ships can still not get through there. So let's delete this bit. There we are. I think they can get under that bridge now. Yes, they can get under. Oh, dear. Right, I'm going to get rid of these purchases because I think that's not necessary. There we go. Should be alright. Yeah, it's solved now. It's solved now. Yeah. At least claim the land. I have claimed that, don't worry. Yeah. So, bridges are a bit low for these ships, yeah. And they're really taking tight corners, aren't they? So we fixed that. I don't think I want to allow the town. I can't bribe them again. But we fixed the problem. So those ones are okay. The hovercraft are now making money. They're making 75 grand. So instead of like a 75 grand loss, they're going 75 grand profit. These ones over here, these oil ships, are now doing terrible because we've got 8 vehicles all going to the same oil place. So we're going to say go to depot, go to depot, go to depot, go to depot. And we're going to get these 4 replaced. Yeah. Go under? You mean phase through? Yes. They kind of do just phase through, don't they? Did you know that if you are appalling, getting caught by broken local authority raises your mood to poor? And you can build stations? Really? What? Hang on a second. Wiki. Local authority on the wiki. Things to do. There's a thing in the mechanics, right? Game mechanics for technical information. Here we go. So, if you have an unsuccessful bribe, it sets you to -50. -50 is the top end range of poor. And you're right. How did you buy that land diagonally? Just hold control. hold control. That's something else that's coming in version 15. Diagonal canals. Hold control. Huh. I never realised that. So in theory, you could just bribe a town and either your rating will go up and you can build a station, or you'll get fined out and it will get set to poor and you can build a station. Even if it was atrocious. Okay. Well, I've got rid of 4 of those ships, so hopefully that one will do better now. Look, a few of these have got the same sort of problems. I think there's just now too many ships. And this was all Brandon's fault, right? I am, of course, joking. There we go. Just reduce some of these. Most of them are fine by the looks of it, actually. So this one's got 3, so I'll just send 1 to the depot. Hopefully it'll be alright. What I like in version 15 is that the map can text out industries you're looking at. That's big improvement. What? Sorry, I'm not following you on that one. There we go. Isn't it always Brandon's fault? Maybe. Quite possibly. Right, so there's actually not that many of the shipping that's gone haywire due to the change in the ships. We have a few places where there's too many ships, but it hasn't negatively affected the profits of too many of them. So that's very good. We've even got some helicopters making money. Let's have a look at the aircraft. I haven't looked at them in ages. Is there a new aircraft we can replace too? Because we haven't done this in a long time either. So we were... Let's get rid of that. Stop replacing. So we've got some helicopters. We've got 4 of those helicopters. And we've got a bunch of these. So obviously that was a mistake. Let's upgrade them now. Right, the Darwin 300. Let's sort by cargo capacity. Go down to the very bottom. Because when it comes to your aircraft, in the early game it doesn't matter too much. You don't have many aircraft. The kind of cities and stuff they're small, so they don't provide a lot of cargo. But if you get into the mid and late game, the throughput of airports is terrible, and the way to combat that is to use the aircraft with the most capacity. So every time an aircraft is going along the runway or taxiing across in front of another aircraft, you're moving as many passengers through that bottleneck as possible. Okay. I love the OpenTTD frame you're in. Yeah, I made this years ago. I think it needs updating, actually. I also made a frame for... I made a similar frame for something very... Oh, God, where is it? I'll show you in a second, because I'm quite happy with that one as well. Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. This might break the stream a little bit. Okay, turns out it's mostly fine. So this is a Roller Coaster Tycoon frame. It uses the same concept. And instead of a vehicle, I'm now a ride. And then I've got a few like this. Not many. There's a few that got a special ones. Minecraft's got a special one. This is before they added deep slate. So it's just cobblestone and then bedrock. Brandon says, my housemate is making you an Eve frame. If anybody sends me a good frame and it's appropriate, like it fits the bounds and, hasn't got too much... because some of them are just that online are just crazy. Then it might well be that I would use it. There's a couple of others, but my favourite is the OpenRCT and the OpenTTD ones. Yeah. Right then. So yes, back to what we were doing. So this one can carry 400 passengers at the same speed as the one that we've got, and the reliability is a little bit less. But being able to get an extra 400 passengers on board, and again can refit to all of the things that we need, is so valuable with the terrible throughput of airports. So I'm going to convert them. So we're going to start replacing them. And hopefully, at places like this island, like look at all these aircraft that we've got circling. I can see roughly 8 aircraft circling. These are 2 of the best airports that you can get. And they are both supplying, one's doing farm supplies, one's doing engineering supplies from the same place. And we're still getting aircraft circling, even though they're the biggest and best airports. So now that we've increased the capacity of our aircraft by another quarter-ish, then hopefully that won't be a problem. Or at least the problem will be reduced. Is there anything? Yeah. So there's a little bit of circling going on here with the aircraft. We've only got a few of these really big ones because we've only got a few hubs. This is one hub. There's another hub over here which is almost identical. It's just got water in the middle. By a third, actually. There you are, by a third. And we've got one more huge airport somewhere. Oh, it's here, this one. And this one doesn't have a lot of aircraft service in it. It's kind of like a mini version of the other ones. Yeah. How are you getting 2 airports so close together? Is there a setting or certain airports can be close together? You can just have 2 airports. There's nothing to stop you. Like, you just 2 airports. I think you can even put them like right next to each other. Like, where's the airports button? So like one there, and if you hold control, oh, okay. We've already got an airport in that town, so that was a bad example. Let's go somewhere where there isn't airports, for sure. Yeah, I don't think we have any airports around here. So yeah, you can put one down, hold control, and you can actually build an airport right next to the airport. But you can only have 2, I think, under default game settings. But you can change... There are some settings in the game that you can modify to change that. When I've got 20 billion in the bank account, I don't mind popping a couple of airports down as a kind of a demo. Yeah. Right then. So, folks, I just want to very quickly tell you something from last time. So bear with me a second. I'm very quickly going to check something. It's on my phone. I took a screenshot so I could tell you about it. So if I go to my collections and then go to my screenshots, that's not my screenshots. Yes, it is. Or is it? Nope, that's the wrong folder. Oh my goodness, where is it? On this device? Oh, things have moved. Oh wait, there it is. Yep, here we go. So, before last week, the highest amount of viewers we've ever had on a YouTube live stream in the lifetime of the channel was 201 earlier in the series. We just peaked past that again tonight, but last week we got up to 232. So if we beat 232, I'll give away a channel membership. So if we manage to get, you know, those extra people before the end of the live stream, I'll give a channel membership away. Yeah, when you try placing 2 helipads next to each other while holding control, you got a message, airport too close together. Let me have a look, see if I can do the same thing then. Let's see if we can replicate that. Helicopter airports. You say it was a heli port? So put one heliport down. Works for me. Works for me. Are you playing... You're not playing the patch pack, are you? Rather than just playing OpenTTD? Because that game has, like, spaced itself so far from OpenTTD now that I consider it a separate game. Yeah. Right then, let's go back to the station list and see how we're getting on. We're going to go to the sort by total weight in cargo. Oh my goodness, we've got so much alcohol at both ends places. Yeah, we're running out of trains. We need more trains. There we go. Let's throw more trains at it. Yeah. You have a different setting where airports aren't limited based on the noise. Yes, yeah. A Friday stream probably helped with the people watching. Probably helped a bit. Yeah, but we did just peak over 200 a moment ago. So yes, let's get more vehicles going on. I'm not quite... Oh, hang on. I didn't press go. There we go. I didn't set the trains off. You're right, DJ. I did notice. But oh wow, nearly 4 million litres? Nearly 4 million litres. That's ridiculous. And fantastic, yeah. You're playing Fuzz like me with the Steam download. Shall I put a screenshot in Discord? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Right, we've got more vehicles down there. I don't know what... I think actually upgrading the aircraft is potentially going to give us more stuff. Because the aircraft over here are picking up the engineering supplies and farm supplies. Those farm supplies are coming down to these towns and down to these farms. These farms are creating all the maize. The trains are bringing the maize down. And that is probably going to actually end up having even more alcohol created. We were down to 88% transported at this brewery, and we had this at 100 at one point. These trains were actually keeping up crazy. I don't know if we need another platform. We might need another platform. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at these numbers here. So what you don't want to see at a station like this is a train sat there with no numbers above their head. If there is a train sat there with no numbers above its head, like this one in platform number 2 right now, it's now moving, but it was sat there, that means it's loaded, it's full, it's waiting to leave, and it hasn't been able to leave yet. If you have trains sat there like that, that means trains can't get out the station quick enough. Yes. Wee's here, evening, late in because of travel. Well, welcome to the stream. So hopefully with those extra vehicles that we just added, that will help. We've also got this special little section here that allows trains onto onto the back sections of the track. I think that's better. Down at Maximus Moonshine here. Okay. And all the aircraft are being replaced. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've still got 17 of the old Darwin. We've still got 2 of the helicopters. Wow. Sort by shared orders, like a group by shared orders, and see if we can find those helicopters. Where are they? I do not see them. They are oh wait. Do I see them here? Yes. Right. So what I'll do is I'll send this group to service. So all of these helicopters will now go and service and come back, and when they service, they'll get it sorted. Yes. Henrik says, in honor of Maximus Moonshine, I'm drinking rum and coke. Enjoy. Right. Does this town still hate me with a passion? The answer is yes, they think I'm appalling. But if I bribe them, and then bribe them again, and then bribe them again, I'm now very poor. If I bribe them again, I'm poor. If I bribe them again, I'm medium, and I might be able to delete this building. And this road. No. If I bribe them again, I'm good. I can delete this road and the bridge. Once the bridge is gone, I can then flatten the land and purchase bits on the other side, so they can't do anything that silly ever again. There we go. I mean, I don't mind them having this land here now, because then they can't bridge across. And they think I am currently appalling again. Wow, that was a quick mood swing, wasn't it? We went from appalling to good and back to appalling within the space of a few days. We're getting close to current year, actually. We're getting close. Right, how are the trams doing? Can't see them. There we go. Yeah, they're tramming around not quite nicely. Ooh, we're getting a lot of trains now. Backing up round here. Yeah, this isn't good. Are they breaking down? Is that what that is? Because at the station, the station junction's fine. So I think it was just a broken down train. What's the reliability on these? Oh, it's not good. It's not good. We really need MacLeod to come out, but that's going to happen probably next live stream. Yeah, we've got these CS24 diesel trains. The maximum reliability is 99%. Yeah. I would be appalled if you destroyed a bridge. But what if I had a good reason, DJ? What if I had a really good reason for destroying a bridge? Yeah, I like to think I've got a... So nearly all of my trains are 99% reliability. What can I do about that? Nothing. I can send them to service more regularly. That would probably help. Less breakdowns, smoother running train services. We can have signals that are closely... This tunnel's not helping. I can only really get one square of signal closer. They're also having to stop at that signal, which is slowing them down a little bit, I think. Although, now I've put that extra signal in, I think the spacing there is much better. And the trains are flowing... Yeah, they're not stopping here at this signal now. There was a little stop at that signal. This is just basically a terrible station to get in because of this industry. It was a nightmare. Canal isn't wide enough. Canal is now too wide. No, it's fine. Yeah. I think it's alright. It is okay. Maybe that will help. It's going to take some time. After applying a fix like that, it takes a little bit of time for the network to adjust, for the network to push things back and sort things out. Here, though, there should be... Oh, no. There is 2 different ways to get off the line. It's all coming down to one track, though. Maybe we just need to dual track it. Again, though, there's no way that I've got room to bring the other line into that station. How many platforms are in use? Really, like 2.5 platforms. So it's not the number of platforms that's a problem. Probably these 2 tunnels aren't helping. So... delete them. This tunnel we can't remove because we've got a diagonal above it. Although we could pretend... Oh, we could shorten it with a bridge. Can't we? Bridges are shorter. But you can place... But you can place signals on the slopes of tunnels. So the signal spacing would actually be the same. Oh, this is difficult. I think this is improved. It's just taken some time for trains to come off the line. 99% reliability. I'm not seeing many of them break down. Maybe it's just like a total throughput issue. I'm not interested in the truck, thank you very much. We'll come back to that in a bit. We'll see how that's getting on. Let's see how things are getting on down here. We're at the Wish I Was Off junction and the Wizard junction. You can see now that we've got trucks filling up on food and going away. We've got other trucks coming in. We've obviously recently had a delivery of nuts because there's no vehicles waiting over here to pick up nuts. They're all just coming in, picking up and going straight away. How many vehicles have we got on the main route? It was 350 road vehicles. Again, making a profit, but for 350 road vehicles, that's a terrible profit. Like how many? Oh, here we go. I think each period is 70 something days. No, it's not. That's 72 minutes. So the graph is done in minutes. We've messed around with the time settings in this game, so we've done it so that each year takes an hour. So I don't actually know how long a period is in this time. Yeah. I play this game so I can put 200 hours of logistics manager on my CV. I mean, maybe. I'm not 100% sure whether you'll be able to follow that up, but, you know. Why don't vehicles use both sides of the road if it's a one-way road? I don't know. It just doesn't. We'd have to ask a developer. And I'm not a dev. Okay, I am not an OpenTTD dev. Basically, what I was going to say is that the amount of money made by each of these road vehicles is tiny, because there's 350 of them making that relatively small amount of money. So So I'm not going to put any more of those road vehicles on. But what I will do is check to see if we need any more vehicles. Oh my goodness, what's going on over here? Right, these docks are completely full of petroleum fuels for some reason. Where's those trains gone? Well, the trains are coming. How many trains have we got coming? Well, we've got 3 going round. Why is this full all of a sudden? At Icy Bear Docks. I think those trains are just going round. Maybe they all just happen to leave. Oh, you know what it is? Now we've changed to the ship tanker that's twice the size. If you get like 2 ships arriving at the same time, it's just going to flood the station with more than what the trains can handle. And you can see, look, we've got a train coming in now. That's going to load. It's going to take nearly all of the petroleum fuels. The next one's going to come in and take the rest. Right, the amount of stuff that was there was only 1.5 trains worth. You think a period is 36 minutes to align with the 3 default default timing of months? I think you're probably correct. Yes. Yeah. So I mean, if that is correct, number of vehicles, and we can do some basic maths, can't we? We can say that they made £262,997 between the 350 road vehicles, and you're saying that's 3 months. So if we divide by 3, that means that each bus made £250 a month. And I think if a bus makes £250 a month, that's a red flag. That's not a lot. Yeah. You was thinking years. Well, if the default is 3 months, my maths for this works out anyway. So that's not a lot. In any case, these buses aren't doing great. Don't use buses like I have to go from one side of the world all the way down to the other side of the world. They won't make much money doing that. Use road vehicles for small, like, drop-off sort of. I mean, even that is a bit of a stretch that I've got going there between those 2 places. It's not too bad, actually. That one's not too bad. But yes, things like, oh, I've got a good example. Where is it? I can see it in my head. I just don't know where we are in relation to it on the map. Oh, we're getting close. Here we go. This, right? You've got a short distance to go, but you don't need the infinite throughput of ships, and you want everything to come into this big train interchange, which is looking pretty good, actually. And this junction here, the Badger intersection, still flowing beautifully. There's some things we just don't need to fix because we fixed them and made them brilliant before. But these vehicles here, these ones are doing all right. There we are. They made 12 grand between 20 of them. So that is 12,000. Oh, let's do it right. 12,962 divided by the 20 vehicles, and if we are working in 3s divided by 3, so that's 216. So they did better. Yeah. Basically, though, road vehicles don't make you a lot of profit at the end of the day. In fact, we can have a look at the company finances, and we can see here exactly what is and isn't making profit last year. So revenue. Oh, is that 1 too few? There we go. Let's have a look at revenue for. Let's go pink for the trains, ships, and aircraft. We won't look at this year. There we go. Oh no, I put a line through it. So you can see the amount of that we've made from trains, road vehicles, aircrafts, and ship. Right, there are the millions. Right. What you can do is divide that by the number of vehicles that you have, and then you work out your like profit per vehicle, or revenue per vehicle, I should say, not profit. Yeah. So yes, we've made the most via trains, but we've got a lot of trains and hardly any aircraft. No, is that right? I don't know. Basically, road vehicles are a bit rubbish. If you know how to use them and got a good mod, ships do quite well. Aircraft are good to begin with, but have terrible bottlenecks. And the only strong performers throughout the entire game are the trains. Oh, yeah. That's my opinion anyway. Speaking of trains, how are the trains looking? These ones looking pretty good. Belting down the line. Sound effects aren't working in this game. Don't know why. You go to Sound of Music, I turned the effects up and it didn't do anything. If we pause the music, there's just no sound. Even if I try and, like, honk the train horns. Oh, was that a sound? Okay, for some reason the effects volume was too low. So the game should be called OpenTTD Tycoon Deluxe. No. Because the other ones have their place. They do. The other ones do have their place. Like ships, if you need infinite throughput, ships. If you need early game money for easy planning, aircraft. Also, helicopters are really quite good at distributing supplies. Like, we've got farm supplies from this bulk terminal, and we're just doing it with helicopters down to these local farms and stuff. They're gung-ho, and it's working great. It's helicopters. That's the one good use for them, in my opinion. I don't know if they're making any profit, though, so let's have a quick look at that. So we've got, let's see, 2 different groups working from here. Yeah, they're in profit. They're not making a lot, but yes, they are making some money. And they're providing a service to make them gung-ho. So that works out quite nicely. Right then. Let's see. How is our wonderful highway doing? Do we have loads of blocked up trucks and breakdowns? We have a few little breakdowns. Some vehicles are overtaking those breakdowns though, which is good to see. So it's not too bad. We've got vehicles going off the off the road to service, and then going back onto the road. Using the service stops. We've even got vehicles that seem to be trying to overtake other vehicles, even though they're the same type of vehicle, which is strange. You're currently experimenting with helicopters to transport valuables. I mean, that might kind of work, but the problem is with helicopters is the capacity is really low. It's not ridiculously low. The speeds aren't too bad, actually. The speeds are much better than road vehicles. But the capacity, look, 19 crates of farm supplies. It's quite small. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting. But I think we've got the settings about right now. Like, every now and then there is a breakdown with a little queue. But overall, it's not too bad. This is probably about as bad as it's got right now. But this is an extremely busy part of the road. But it will clear very quickly. In fact, let's see how this goes. We've got a line of vehicles coming this way. Some of them are going off to use the depot. One's breaking down there. A whole bunch of vehicles are now coming in here. Splitting off at this junction. Some of them are going over the road, left, right. Some of them are going round into the town the other way, which is fine. So, yeah, it's alright. It's going well. How are the hovercraft doing that we fixed? So we had too many hovercraft, and they weren't making any money. And we've basically fixed the problem by reducing the amount of hovercraft. So they were making like negative 40, 70 grand a year. Period, sorry, and now they're doing 163,000. Just by reducing the amount of them. We had 35, we reduced that to 20. It's doing great now. And they're still flying over the city as well. There we go. Still just hovercrafts flying over the city. I love that, that's great. I know they're not, but I like to pretend sometimes. I do. So the hovercraft are doing well. These buses down here are some of the best buses we've got. Yeah, some of the if we go to the road vehicles here, they're making $500,000 for 50 vehicles. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Train station over here. is pretty full, and there's a small queue. It is a small queue, though. I think we're okay. We're going to do a lot of trains probably next time, the time after. I do need to double check like MacLeod timing. I think MacLeod's going to come in mid next stream. So next stream might be the MacLeod stream. Should we double check that, folks? Let's have a quick look. So what you want to do is look at the OpenTTD wiki, and the easiest way I get to that is by typing OpenTTD and then trains. Okay, and it comes up with the trains list, and it gives you the comparison list. And I'll put the link in chat now, so you can have a look if you want to at what I'm looking at. And you go down the list, and it tells you the steam, diesel, electric, monorail, and maglev, and so forth. And we're in the tropical environment, so the yellow column. Obviously, I'm not showing you this, but if you want to, you could just have a look at the page. And maglev, the Lev 1, is designed in 2021. Are you going to upgrade all the networks to maglev? Yes. Eventually, I think I will. Yeah. Ben has got to go. All right, thank you very much. Take care. We'll see you again soon. So yes, 2021, and we are about 2 years away from that, and at the game speed that we're running at. The thing is that I can't remember when in 2021, and if that's designed, then we need another year for the exclusive rights to go away. So what we might do is start next stream at the beginning of 2021. How does that sound, folks? You all up for that? You all up for a big maglev stream? What we could do is what we can do is upgrade the alcohol line to maglev so that they go down the maglev line, and then what we can do is start the new main line. I mean, I don't know where it would go. I mean, no, we don't want to save the game. If I can get this screen as big as possible and zoom out so we can see as much as possible, turn the town names off. Trying to figure out which might be the best way to view this. Not the cargo flow legend. Oh, interesting. You see this cargo flow legend? In my video recently with doing 99 hog AI, this wouldn't load. Like, I would come to this screen, I would turn this on, the little squares would show up. So, like, these little squares, but all the lines between them wouldn't load. Like, you just couldn't do it. It's like, nope. So I don't think I'm going to be able to like simulate a more heavier game than that. I think that's the pinnacle of games. Anyway, what I was talking about is the world. So I'm going to quickly draw on this. We're going to talk about, and then I'll take your feedback. Hang on a second. Let's do it like that. Okay, so the main line was roughly this. Then the new main line was roughly following... Oh, no, not that one. It went this way. Was this. And we also then did a connection to the main line. Then the new main line came down here. Like this. And we also did a connection this way and a connection that way to the new main line. And then finally, we did the new main line across here like this. But that also had connections from here up to the new main line, from the new main line, and also down here to the new main line. And I think that's all the main passenger networks. Oh no, wait, there is a line that comes down here as well, and one that goes up there. So those pink squiggles are all our passenger network, which tells me we're missing a lot of passenger network. So how about, we do something that kind of goes from this area all the way down to kind of this area. And we fill it in all down the north coast and all down the west coast with a big, massive passenger network. Okay, so let's go with, I don't know, green. So in theory, the new main line would be in this zone. It would be a big, massive L shape. Chexo Kid's got to go. All right, Chexo Kid, no problem. Catch you for the charity stream. Oh, yes. Look out for the charity stream, folks. It's coming soon, Saturday 14th. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Public games, game giveaways, other stuff, special guests probably. It's going to be fantastic. So yes, I think that's what we'll do when we get to MacLeod. We'll fix a couple of lines with MacLeod, then we'll go in for a brand new line. I think it's going to be brilliant. Yeah. And you know what? I think that will be it for this time, for next time. So leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions in the comment section of the VOD of this, because I do try and skim through them all. And I look forward to seeing you next time for our MacLeod stream. I didn't know when it was coming, but now we know. Remember, folks, that it's a bit weird with the streams next week because we've got the extra stream. So tomorrow we have our Discord-only Minecraft stream. On Monday, we have our Minecraft stream, but on the second channel, on the Variety channel, not this channel, on the Variety channel, because that's where we do our community gaming nights. Then this time next week on the Thursday, that's when we'll be doing our MacLeod stream for this series. And then on the Saturday, that's going to be the OpenTTD charity live stream. So we've got some good streams and good videos coming up. Hope you enjoy them all. Remember, do support me with all the good things, the likes, the subscribes, obviously Viewer Plus system. If you want the link to the Discord and all that sort of stuff, best place to go is my website, masterhellish.net. There's links to the Discord at the top of the website, but if you scroll down to the bottom of the website, there's links to absolutely everything. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care. And I will see you all soon. It's been great fun. Oh, wait, one quick check on the subs. Oh, here we go. A few more joining in. Thank you very much for the support, everybody. Take care. And for now, from me, goodbye.